Panthers. My OG. All punchy. I'm me. No PPP. I don't get along with niggas, I get along with bitches. I'm affiliates with gangsters, I don't conversate with snitches. Only move with the fam, we congregate for business. Only thing we got in common is to concentrate on riches. If somebody said we done it, we confiscate the witness. Made $100,000 working out at Planet Fitness. Blackballed in my city for keeping it the trillest. Broke the hater world record, gon' put them in the Guinness. If you're real, then you're fake. If you're fake, then you the realest. They done turn the game around, so now they celebrate the snitches. Yeah, I ride around with that Drake, cause these niggas is vicious. They'll clean a nigga house and they won't even do the dishes. See, these bitches act like niggas, and niggas act like bitches. All these bitches ready to fight, these niggas scared and toting switches. Trying to imitate these rappers that's living so fictitious. Disrespecting dead people in their songs and making disses. I don't get along with niggas, I get along with bitches. I'm affiliates with gangsters, I don't conversate with snitches. Only move with the fam, we congregate for business. Only thing we got in common is to concentrate on riches. If somebody said we done it, we confiscate the witness. Made $100,000 working out at Planet Fitness. Blackballed in my city for keeping it the trillest. Broke the hater world record, gon' put them in the Guinness. I can only be me, let God be my witness. Did some shit when I was young, I had to ask him for forgiveness. Been betrayed by my family, had friends who turned snitches. I have yet to meet a woman who did love to burn bridges. Did some time when I was younger, but I ain't get no visits. I was looking for the love, where is that? I must have missed it. I ain't going back and forth, cause I ain't playing tennis. I've been flossing since a young nigga, so I ain't paying dentist. Use the kitchen like a lab, but I ain't playing chemist. Talk to get it till it's done, I ain't never saying finish. So whatever's been diminished will always be replenished. Really got it out the mud, everything I do authentic. I don't get along with niggas, I get along with bitches. I'm affiliates with gangsters, I don't conversate with snitches. Only move with the fam, we congregate for business. Only thing we got in common is to concentrate on riches. If somebody said we done it, we confiscate the witness. Made $100,000 working out at Planet Fitness. Blackballed in my city for keeping it the trillest. Broke the hater world record, gon' put them in the Guinness. I'm just saying though.
Me and my little niggas, we grew up in the mud. Age of 14, I was hustling drugs. You ain't get no love if you wasn't the plug. And you can't leave the house without the stick if you was.
Welcome to the Central, let me show you around. Keep your head on a swivel, 10 toes to the ground. Eyes and ears open, nigga, you know the sounds.
Guns click, clocking niggas laying you down.
Now when we in the Central, I'm gon' keep it a buck. Niggas see you lacking and they fucking you up. Them little Fillmore niggas, not the niggas to trust. From Lane to the V, them little niggas a bust. My mama used to check if there's some guns in my waist. I'ma catch a body, I know niggas is snakes. Crosses on my face, pain, can't be erased. I miss my nigga Holly, hope he saved me some space. I miss my nigga Melly, got him locked in a cage. Crackers have a nigga like a mouse in a maze. Demons in my dreams, pain can't be erased. I tried to live right, but they ain't always the case.
Me and my little niggas, we grew up in the mud. Age of 14, I was hustling drugs. You ain't get no love if you wasn't the plug. And you can't leave the house without the stick if you was.
Welcome to the Central, let me show you around. Keep your head on a swivel, 10 toes to the ground. Eyes and ears open, nigga, you know the sounds.
Guns click, clocking
crack in every spot that they had. Sherry was my mama, but the block was my dad. I know them niggas go, bitch, we was all that we had. Me and my AK look like I saw them in half. 8 baby mamas, I was hoeing a lot. Raising 3 kings, but I showed them a lot. Man, I love my daughters, but I owe them a lot. And if she call me nephew, probably sold her a rock. Welcome to the Central, shout out Swami and Moon. This is not a place where it was safe to assume. Unless in this assumption there's some guns in the room. All them little niggas got some mud on their shoes.
Me and my little niggas, we grew up in the mud. Age of 14, I was hustling drugs. You ain't get no love if you wasn't the plug. And you can't leave the house without the stick if you was.
Welcome to the Central, let me
say peace to all American Aborigines. How everybody doing today? This is a special show that we're going to do today. I just found out about it this morning. It's kind of crazy. So I want to say rest in paradise to the great mother, Khadijah Farrakhan. Let's see what we got up here. Got Bronze Flat Power. God is in the building. David M. What up, though? The Chosen One. I think I seen Juan Torres up in here. Okay, we got American Goddess. Shout out to American Goddess. What up, though? Peace to the tribe, man. Do us a favor, though, man. Like, share, subscribe. Share this on your social media platforms, man. I know the field marshal is going to be coming in here. A few people. Anybody, matter of fact, anybody that have anything that they would like to say, anybody that was in the Nation of Islam and know anything about the Nation of Islam, know anything about Mama Khadijah, you definitely are welcome to come on and speak your piece. Probably plan a couple videos, you guys. Yeah, man. So like I said, I don't have much, man. I ain't gonna be doing too much. I'm gonna put another song for y'all, man. Just break it out. Yeah, man. I'm saddened, man. So just. Yeah, man. So I want to say rest in paradise, the great mother, Khadijah Farrakhan. So shout out to Drake Cobb's music, man. Here we go. We still here.
Who they think they better than? Ain't no comparison to the so-called black or African American. You can drop the African, keep the American. When we say Aborigine and make they world in, I'm going in the same dirt my ancestors buried in. I come from a god and a goddess, so what that make me? Not even Basquiat can trace me. Not even Van Gogh can paint me. The MC in me is the God MC, equals the God in me. I'm focused in, let my mind be free. You too blind to see. The Jews I give is real, it's been real. These ain't shots, they missiles. All you gonna hear is the whistle. Lyrically, this an execution. My verses start revolutions from my people seeking restitution. Since the beginning, fuck evolution. Or maybe my reality is all a dream. I put it together like I was sewing seams. So it seems this is that audio dopamine. Go against the regime, we put you where nobody can hear you scream. And sing you to meet your Elohim. My nigga, this is savage mode. It's something that you can't decode. It started with a spark and I'ma let it explode. I was given the cheat codes that'll let me dump and reload and go through them waves like a fucking torpedo. You dealt the cards of life, I just cut them diamonds with the ace of spades. Y'all scatter like roaches when they facing raid, or vampires when they facing blade. I'm trying to get next to Shireen like I'm getting played. You still stuck as a mental slave. You still stuck in that mental cage. While I'm making easy money, pimping hoes in style. This my coming to age. Crowd roaring when I'm coming on stage, and when I'm done they gonna be cheering my name. Drake Cobbs, and nah, I ain't quit my day job. I spit bars. bars. I really rap on my day off. That's real shit. Just give you some tools you can build with. Aim high even if you still miss. Just keep going. It's a climb to the top, and I'ma keep flowing. Down Lake Shore, I'm Chicagoan. Yeah. You niggas is playing checkers, we playing chess. And nigga, this is checkmate. Dre be the big dog and you just a little bait. You out of Africa and we ain't got the same traits. I'm a God being and we ain't got the same fate. My granny died February 18th and I was born on the same date. The chosen one, the ancestors' chosen son. They gave me the golden gun. One shot, that's a hole in one. From the pyramid of the sun to Poverty Point. I don't think you niggas is getting the point. We still here. Who said they made the Aboriginals disappear? Your information's lagging in the rear. All you do is teach fear. We copper colored with woolly hair. Am I speaking clear? So fuck the nonsense. When I rap, I touch your consciousness. From within is where you get your self-confidence. Let's bring it back to dominance. Ain't no confining us. Gonna bring that wild Indian out of us. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We still here.
Your mic is choppy, my brother. Your mic is choppy, my brother. Am I sounding loud and clear? Because your mic is sounding very choppy, brother. It's still sounding choppy, brother. I can hear you, but you sound like, something's like your mic is distorted. Peace to the family in the chat. The brother Juan Truth. Hope they prepared. David Elm. Brown's Flat Power God. Salute to y'all. The cousin. American Goddess. Salute to you all.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. How that sound, brother? I said
Loud and clear now, brother. Loud and clear now.
okay, cool. Yeah, man. Peace and paradise, all American Aborigines, man. Hope y'all can hear me loud and clear right now. This is I mean, you know how they say, man. We got a heavy heart, man, and it's I don't deal with death of family members really well, yeah. So I don't. So, but I definitely wanted to. Brother, I said, call me. I'm gonna do something, man. I say, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? So, I definitely want to. That last video you sent?
Yes.
Compilation.
Yes.
I think we should play that.
Okay, we can rock with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Just so people can see. Hey, man, but you know what's crazy, bro? 72 years.
Yes,
is
sir, brother.
crazy, bro.
Yes, sir.
Being with one person, right?
Yes, sir, brother. Married
72 years is crazy, y'all.
1953, brother. They got married. 1953.
1953. That's when my mama was born.
Yes, sir.
1953. 72 years of marriage, bro. That's amazing, y'all.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man, I would definitely love to be with somebody that long. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And the minister used to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Like you could just tell how good, you know how like when a man got a good woman and it almost that you can do anything.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Mother Khadijah puts me actually, brother. She puts me in the mind of, you know, my own wife. You know what I'm saying? Submissive, but don't take no crap. If you are coming to her straight and you right in the zat, she's gonna submit. You just
Well,
gotta be right in the zat. She
I
gonna
think
submit.
I think you know when that word submit, it seems like it's a bad word as it pertains to modern people, right? But you gotta understand, the man has to submit as well. It's just
Exactly.
not like yeah, man. And I never ever looked at Mama Khadijah as a weak woman or submissive woman. She was always, the minister always held her up. Like, you know what I mean?
By no
Um,
stretch of imagination is she weak, brother. No stretch
that's what
of
I'm saying.
imagination.
And I don't think that being a submissive woman, like even when we talk about the Empress Shahrazad Ali, you know what I mean? She's
Exactly.
telling you how to submit to. Does Letty look anywhere like she's supposed to be a weak woman or submissive woman? Hell no.
No, no.
So
Oh, Sister Shahrazad Ali is strong, brother.
and so
Strong.
was Mama Khadijah.
And Mother Khadijah, a soldier, brother. You know, she was the first lady of the Nation of Islam,
Let's talk
and
about it.
the chief commander on the MGT GCC side, brother. Mother Khadijah, she joined the Nation of Islam before the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did. She got up and joined first when they first went to the mosque. She's a soldier, brother.
Yep, she did. He did tell that story that she brought him to the mosque. That is a
A
fact.
soldier. And always pleasant to be around, always pleasant to be around. Humble, all the other stuff that's around don't even impress her. She just, a mother. She just a mother, brother, to us all. 90 years old, she and the minister known each other since she was 8 and he was 11. And he told her that she was gonna be his wife. Been around each other that long, brother. It's a long time. He's 93 and she was 90. That's nothing short of a blessing, brother. That's just a blessing for somebody to have that. And to stand and all the things that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan went through, and all the ridicule and all the the people coming after him, and the fire in the house, and he almost lost his daughters. The fire chief told him he'll go get him. He'll go get the child because he dropped one of his children in the fire. And the fire chief was like, I go. He was like, no, I go get my own child, because you know how that goes. Back then, she'd have been like, well, I couldn't save her. But he said, no, he went back and he got his own baby. A whole lot of stuff they went through. And Mother Khadijah, she was there all the time, brother. Never ever left his side through all the turmoil. And with the Warithin Muhammad and stuff after Messenger Muhammad passed away, and him leaving the Nation of Islam for about 2.5 years, and then saying he's going to rebuild the work of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and she said, I'm here. Go right ahead. I support you. And been supporting him all the time. The minister would tell you, I mean, he held his wife up. He'll call her on, put her on Front Street in front of everybody, and just put his wife on the pedestal.
Facts.
And would tell the world that this, if it wasn't for this woman, he wouldn't be
Right.
here.
So just think about that though. If she wouldn't have got him to the nation, right? If she would, matter of fact, imagine, you know how it'd be, brother. You know, well, maybe not, because you said that she reminds you of your wife. So salute to your wife, brother. Having a great wife is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
having your back, you know what I'm saying? Trusting your vision. You know what I'm saying? And not saying, oh, you can't do that. But you said something that was interesting, that she was with, like, through thick and thin. All the negativity, y'all gotta understand, all the negative stuff from internally to externally, and she's held it down, stay strong.
Yeah. She was there with him all the time.
Why you think he held her up so much? Why you think he held her up so much? You said what I'm saying? Because of the greatness of it. You said something also, that she was one of the first MGT Muslim girl in China.
She's not one of the first. She's like the like, you know, like Minister Farrakhan is the commander in chief, and she's the first lady,
right?
And she was trainer of the women, fashion designer. Some of the designs you see them wearing, and she taught them the etiquettes and everything, and how to take care of their husbands and everything. She taught the general civilizations class. She taught that, and she, you know, she was a school teacher also. So, you know, she taught some of the teachers that was in the University of Islam. So she taught some of them. Just an all-out mother to us all, brother.
Facts.
You know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was an entertainer. He was a calypso. He was in that class with Harry Belafonte. As a matter of fact, it was just them two at the time he was doing music. The like popular ones in calypso music, it was Harry Belafonte and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. If you go and you put into it in the search engine his music, he got a whole lot of hits, brother. He had hits, but Messenger told him he didn't want none of his ministers doing music, so he gave it up.
Yep.
He didn't want none of his ministers, and he didn't want none of his ministers in entertainment, so he gave it up. But, you know, Mother Khadijah, when they went to the mosque for the first time, she got up and joined. The minister said before he knew it, his wife had got up, had their daughter in her arms, and she had joined.
Man.
So he said, I knew I had to man up because my wife joined. I had to go. I had to man up. My wife joined first.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Which was crazy because Mother Clara Muhammad introduced Elijah Muhammad to Master Farad Muhammad. She introduced them. She was there first. You see how strong women will go and be the soldiers first, brother? They were the soldiers first. And Mother Khadijah she joined first. And he said to us several times, there's not a pedestal high enough to put her on, brother. But he just gonna tell the world how he feel about her.
He kept trying to make it push her up as high as he could, though.
Yeah,
Luke, bro, like it just showed just what love's supposed to look like. But 72 years of that, bro, that's crazy.
Yes, sir, brother. Let me tell you.
Shit.
She puts me in the mind of my own wife, like I said before. But if my parents were still among us, they would be married 60 years. And my parents is not even 80. My parents got married when they were 17, brother. And stayed married. You know, and 72 years, brother. 72 years. That's a long time, brother.
Man.
That's like a half century plus 23 years. You know how things have came and gone since then? People have come and gone since then, brother.
I mean, 1953, bro. Like, sheesh.
That's a long time ago.
That's a long time, man.
Can you
72
imagine
years.
some of the people who have come and gone since then, brother? People have come and gone. Just imagine, for instance, Michael Jackson was born in 58. Came and gone. And they was married, what, 5 years before he was born?
That's crazy.
That's a long time, brother. So many people have came and gone. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Mother Khadijah held on strong and showed, public display of affection and love towards each other. Public display. Nothing raunchy, but you lean over and kiss your wife. You know what I'm saying? In front of everybody. Walk and hold her hand. Public homage. They do, public homage. And that's and to me, that's a beautiful thing, brother.
I think so too. And it went both ways, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting, brother. When I greet brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? This is just in general, just in not knowing them or anything, just in passing, right? And you ought to see when I say peace queen or peace king, it's as if people hadn't been taught this. Nobody has called them a queen or a king. That makes sense to you?
Yes.
And treating your family, your significant other, right, as if they're worthy to be put on a pedestal. You see what I'm saying? I think about that.
Indeed.
Most men will move a mountain and couldn't wait to get home, right? If he's appreciated, if he's appreciated, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Brother, when I get out of work, brother,
talk about it.
Unless I have to pick something up, I will call my wife and ask her, do she need me to bring something? Or do she need anything before I come home? If that's not the case, I'm going straight there.
You ain't spinning the block. You ain't sitting in the car, listening to music.
I'm going straight there. Huh? I'm going straight there. Everything I need is there, brother. Everyone and everything I need is right here in my house. I don't need to stop and get nothing or see anyone, because everyone I need and everything I need is right here with me right now, where I'm at now.
Man. Yeah, man. That's a blessing, man. So
indeed.
That is a blessing.
The minister spoke at the the brother, the grandchildren. The grandchildren gave, they talked, they spoke about their grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And Minister Ishmael, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's son, he did the janazah. He's the one who did the janazah. And the minister got up and he spoke for a few minutes. And brother, he said it was the hardest thing he ever had to do right here. It's, his wife, brother, 72 years, it's a long time, brother, to not, and all of a sudden not have that person after that long.
That's crazy. So, yeah, man, we got to give the minister all our love and energy, man. And you know what I mean?
Indeed.
Real talk. Indeed. And I'm going to say it forever. I'm never going to. I've always said that Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Messenger is the greatest of all time, and he produced goats.
Indeed.
He produced a farm of goats, and they ain't finished. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They not finished.
Not finished at all.
Ben X, shout out to Nori. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wesley. I mean, there's so many sharp brothers and the sisters. Yeah. I think I might have to go back to the nation to get me a MGT. That's
brother
a white,
Nuri, brother Nuri, brother. You know what I'm saying? Brother Nuri Muhammad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
brother Dr. Wesley, Dr. Alim. I mean, brother.
Yep.
You know.
I mean, shit. I mean, I don't even. The 5% nation is the same thing. It comes from, you know what I'm saying, just any groups, anything. Like when we talk about the Nation of Islam, I couldn't even imagine America without the Nation of Islam. Without the, could y'all imagine? Like we'll like when we talk about leaders, right? Of our people, his name got to come up.
We'll be doing ourselves a disservice if it doesn't, brother.
Facts.
But our enemy would try to wipe the Honorable Elijah Muhammad out of history. You put those who he produced in front of him, and we can't allow that. We can't allow that, brother.
I mean, I don't. You know, the minister has never. The minister Louis Farrakhan has never said, "Oh, this is me. I was the one." He's always,
yes, sir,
the messenger. Always lifted up. He was just like he's the mouthpiece of the messenger.
To this day, brother, he say, "I am a representative of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad." If he wrote me a letter, that's what it would say. Any letter that I ever gotten from him said that I'm your brother and servant, the national representative of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's how he. That's how he ends the letters when he writes. When he was able to write letters, that's how he ended the letters.
That's right. I actually got a letter one time. So, I don't think I got that letter no more, bro. You know how you don't think things
I still have my letters, brother.
I don't have mine, man. I'm gonna try to find. Oh my God, y'all! Like that's 32 years ago. That's crazy.
And he has such beautiful penmanship too, don't he, brother?
Yeah.
I have pictures signed that he signed. You know, they're packed now because I'm, in transition. But I have pictures that he signed, brother, and picture of him with his violin, picture of him, different pictures. That he signed. Picture he and Mother Khadijah, and that's a beautiful family, brother. It's a beautiful family. When we used to go to Chicago, and the minister sent somebody to come get us or bring us in, it will always be Joshua, brother. Joshua. And he would say, "What's up, namesake?" That's what he'll call me, namesake, because his middle name, Joshua's middle name is Nasir. So he'll call me namesake.
Word.
And he'll bring us into the house, brother.
That's what's up, bro. That's dope. Any more memories of Mama, of the mother, the great mother?
She had the greatest hospitality, brother. The greatest hospitality. She again, brother. She reminded me, if you didn't have a mother, brother, she would, regardless if you had one or not. But if you didn't have a mother, you'd be good, because she treated you like you were hers, like you were her child. Nurturing, brother. Always had a nurturing, loving word to give, an encouraging word to give. Always. There's no other way you can look at that sister besides like a mother. I mean, the epitome of grace. It's graceful. The epitome of grace, brother, and mannerism.
So Jay Nightwolf was what he did an interview with the minister one time, and he was talking about Mama Khadijah being Lakota, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember LaShonda Lone Wolf, right?
Yes.
I remember she had got sick from and something was got something from when she was a part of the protest, right?
Yes.
You remember this?
I remember that.
Is she still with it? Because I remember she was really sick.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm
So
not.
and because I remember, like I was like, damn, she was really having respiratory issues though, based off of them getting sprayed with those irritants and stuff at those
Yeah.
protests up
At the
in
protest down there at the
yeah,
when they tried to take the land, right?
right.
Yes, sir.
Well, they did take it. Or
Yeah,
running the
yeah,
pipes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the Native Americans, check this out, the Native Americans do not have claim to the land because all they gotta do is come and say, well, you guys were located here. You guys are not, this is not your ancestral land. This is a reservation. These are places where we put you. You don't own it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think people got to understand that. But and a lot of times we try to like come back door into these Native American tribes, and it don't work that way. We are prior to these Native American tribes or families. We were here first. Those things are set up for the refugees, primarily Germans. So I think that needs to be talked about. But as it pertains to, like I said, this is about the great mother, Khadijah Farrakhan. But like I said, I don't think it would be no Minister Louis Farrakhan if it wasn't for great mother Khadijah Farrakhan.
And I could agree to that, brother.
I don't think that we would have seen. I like remember he brought back the nation. I
Yes, sir.
think it would have been over. It wouldn't have came back. Wouldn't have been a
Exactly.
Million Man March. Wouldn't have been
No, it
none of this
wouldn't.
shit.
No, it wouldn't, brother. If she never stood up and he didn't follow, he didn't follow, that it would have never led to him actually rebuilding the work of the nation because he'd have
That's
never
right.
joined.
That's right.
She
And
joined first.
through all the hard stuff that he had to deal with rebuilding the nation, right?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
All the bad things, she could have been like, hey, baby, this is too dangerous. These people trying to hurt us, trying to hurt you,
Exactly.
poisoned you, done did this to you. Want to, all these things that they have said.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You tried to kill him with the radiated seeds, when he was getting treatment for the prostate cancer and the whole nine. It was a whole lot they tried to do. You know what I'm saying? People around the house doing, being mischievous around the house. And then you got children you have to look after also. So that a lot of times that have a sister panicking and afraid. And then being afraid for your husband's life when he travels abroad. That's another thing.
Right.
And a lot of sisters can't endure that.
Not at all. They can't.
So,
They don't want. They will do whatever they can do to protect you from risking. You understand what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
But she gave him the strength to say, think about it, bro. It ain't too many. I don't even know too many men that will step up and say the things throughout the years that the minister has said.
I don't either. And to have a woman at your side like that all the time, brother, standing strong with you, brother, for 72 years, brother. And not only that, brother, 51 years after the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's departure. And then Warith Dean Muhammad took over, changed the teachings, so, got rid of all the stuff that the messenger built And then the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan had to purchase everything back, brother. The land, the schools, the mosques, had to get all that stuff back, bro, because of what Warren B. Muhammad did. And she had to endure all that. The ridicule, the assassinations attempts, the poisonings, the conspiracies, the lies, you know what I'm saying, the propaganda.
Right.
Stood by him all that time, brother.
Right.
Why wouldn't he hold her up, brother? And then, it was one like sort of fireside chat where he had a lot of believers around. And he told them that nobody could tell my wife about her man. She didn't play that. You can't come tell her. Nobody could come tell her about her husband. But she knows her husband.
That's right.
She molded him. You know what I'm saying? The budding man that he said it himself, the budding man that he was. If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have became that man. If it wasn't for his wife.
That's right.
He gave, he said, besides Allah, is his wife a close second.
Hey man, we got Tayshawn, the Confederate Don, is in the building. Peace to God,
brother.
man.
Salute,
how you doing, man?
Salute, God.
Peace, brother Nasir. How y'all doing, man?
I'm good, brother.
Yeah, man. We sad hearts, but we celebrating too, man. Like and man, this is how, bro. It's I really feel like.
Hey, T, you got some weird feedback, bro.
A close relative, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, y'all. Like,
Chief, you got some bad feedback. You got some bad feedback, bro.
You got anything else open, brother? Besides your StreamYard?
It sounded like he got somebody burping in the background. I heard it when before I came on the panel. I heard it when y'all was talking up here alone.
Can y'all hear it now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It sound perfect now.
Sound better, a lot better now.
So, Tayshawn, are you have any experience with the Nation of Islam? Do you know anything about the mother Khadijah Farrakhan?
Yo, Mike doing it again, but no, I didn't even. I was sitting here listening to you and Brother Nasir talk. I didn't know who that woman was, and I definitely didn't know she was You said Farrakhan's wife?
Yes, his wife.
No, I had no idea of that, bro.
His wife for 72 years, brother. She June 27, she transitioned. They had the janaza ceremony on the 3rd. Beautiful ceremony. They gave her, the homage that she deserved, the salute. We saluted her and paid homage to her on the 3rd. It was a beautiful ceremony.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Farrakhan, man. Like I don't. It's a lot of stuff I don't agree with, but like Chief was saying, bro, that man had the balls to say a lot of shit that a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't say, bro. And at the end of the day, I have to respect that. I have to.
But I'm gonna say this: the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told me to seek knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he told me, to seek knowledge. Mm-hmm. And it was a time, brother, if he wasn't saying it, or some member of the Nation of Islam wasn't saying it, I didn't want to hear it in my younger days. You know what I'm saying? But he sat us down and told us to seek knowledge. He just kept drilling it home. Seek knowledge, get as much information. And then he started, naming people that he listened to. So, that encouraged me to seek knowledge outside of, the Nation of Islam school of thought. And plus our lessons tells us that knowledge is infinite. I keep the 120 handy. I got the 120 right here. Right, I keep it. It's at my desk that I'm at now. I keep the 120 in the problem book with me, when I'm near me when I'm, on the platform, because it's right here at my desk. And it teach us proper handling of people, and it teach us to just seek knowledge. And knowledge is infinite. And we can never get enough knowledge.
Absolutely.
That's right. Hey, brother Nasir, can you share that video?
Pardon me?
Can you share that video?
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it. Yes, I could. Let me see if I can get it, brother. You're talking about the last one, right, brother?
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
The collage of she was so beautiful. I gotta say that. Always beautiful. Just looked like she was glowing. Like, you know what I mean? Just beautiful. So yeah, I've always thought about that. Like, dang, this lady is beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? Just her face was
Brother,
clean.
you see some of those earlier pictures, bro. She was always beautiful. You see some of those earlier pictures, brother. You be like, wow, he married a
Yeah,
oh, brother.
beautiful
Yes, sir.
smile. It's beautiful, bro. Like, just
Always had
crazy.
that beautiful smile on her face too, brother.
No makeup, no, just beautiful. Sheesh. Yeah, man. Like for me, like what? From her 60s to 70s, all the way to the 90s. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Like, just nothing but it's nothing but greatness, man. So that's what I seen. Um,
Yes, sir.
yeah, it takes time. So hopefully, man, we can get to. You found it, bro?
Yes, I found it, brother.
Okay.
Let me get back into the stream yard.
Yeah, man. Definitely feel like the nation was definitely has always stood in the gap for our people. And it's crazy. Like, even people that are not Muslim, like that were Christians, still honored the minister as a leader. You know what I mean? That would be interesting. They wouldn't look at their pastors or people like that as their minister, as the leader of our people. You know what I'm saying? But the minister Louis Farrakhan, the stuff that he was saying, the things of the summits, all the things that he had done for our culture, you guys. So we got to talk about that. But a lot of those things wouldn't happen if he would have had the wrong woman. Think about it, brother.
Exactly. I think you
I
have
wouldn't be like,
to.
nah, we ain't doing that, baby. Like, I ain't supporting that. It's too dangerous. We ain't going to no mosque. Let's do this music thing. It's working for Belafonte him. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But
Even though Harry
you're
Belafonte
gonna have to click
was
me
an
in.
activist. Huh?
You're gonna have to click me in. I'm trying to share it.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's get this, man, and hopefully, like, we can get a clear picture of who Mother Khadijah Farrakhan is. Rest in paradise. Let's get it.
Yeah, but let me just say this. My wife is here with me. She's my wife for 38 years.
This was years ago. This was probably about 25, 30 years ago when he said this. They've been married 72 years. Date. Actually, in September, it would have been 73 years, and this coming September.
All praise is due to Allah. This sister has mothered 9 children for me, and we have 23 grandchildren.
Now, brother, they have
9
great grandchildren.
children.
They have
9
great grandchildren.
children.
And they have great grandchildren now. They have great grandchildren now and great great grandchildren now.
Bless them.
Yes, sir.
Okay? If we look pretty good, it's because of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right. That's right.
Of the book. I came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. The point I'm making is this woman helped me as a student of Elijah Muhammad in a class for women called the MGT and GCC class, Muslim Girls Training and General Civilization class. This sister was taught how to care for me in order to help me become a man. Because a man, wait, sisters. The schools don't make men. God made man in the beginning, and God is going to have to make man again, but he needs the help of a woman to help nurture a man into himself again. Now listen, my wife was patient with me in the days of my ignorance and foolishness. Yeah, it's true. Really true. You know, we men got egos, brother. And you know, when you get this kind of teaching as we receive, I mean, you know, when we with that macho stuff start coming out in us, you know what I mean? And she learned how to handle a fool. Not to crush my little budding ego, but to help it to grow properly. And I'm saying this, sisters, you have good men, but you have to know how to bring the best out in them that they might in turn bring the best out in you. Huh? Okay. Now, you don't know the Farrakhan when I was Louis X with cardboard in my shoes, working for $35 a week with a wife and 2 children. You don't know me. You don't know the Louis X that had to walk nearly 5 miles to the mosque. You don't know the Louis X that used to sell the Pittsburgh Courier when Elijah Muhammad wrote in the Pittsburgh Courier and took the abuse of the people and even my own family who had hope in my becoming a great musician. And when they saw me selling the paper, they walked up to me and smacked my face. You don't know that man. You don't know that man that walked in snow in the winter carrying his papers, knocking on doors, never knowing what the future had for me. You don't know that man. You don't know the man that became a minister in Boston, Massachusetts, trying to help Elijah Muhammad. And one night, in the middle of the night, my wife wakes me up. The house is on fire. Fire at the front door. Fire at the side. And a Molotov cocktail at the back door that didn't go off with me and my 6 children in that house. You don't know that man. The man that had to take his babies with his wife at the back door, counting them as he scooped them up, thinking he had them all, running down the stairs to save his life and the life of his children. And my wife said, one is missing. And I had to go back up in the smoke to find my daughter and bring her out. What had I done? Nothing, just preach truth to black people. You don't know the man whose wife had to wear clothes from the Salvation Army. A man that could not afford to wear a new suit, not for one day, not for 1 week, not for 1 year, but for 9 solid years, I used to wear used suits. You don't know that, man. My wife and I had to go down to the Faneuil Market in Boston, Massachusetts on a Saturday night when after they sell, they throw the rest of the food in the street. We would go at night with our shopping bag and fill our shopping bag with what we found in the street of fresh vegetables and take it home and feed our family. You don't know that, man. The man that ate beans so much till we found a revolutionary way to fix beans. You don't know that, man. But all through those years, my wife was by my side. She didn't grumble and say, now look here, man, you better go sing. You better go pick that violin up, do something, because we're suffering here. Say, I'm going to wait till my change comes.
Hey, real fast, brother Nasir.
Yes, sir.
Now, today's world, right? You hear women say shit like, "I need a high value man," and they mean high value. He needs to make $500,000 or more a year, right? Now, here's the problem, right? I have with that. You know, when you're supposed to be building with somebody, right? It's gonna be some issues. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have things. You know what I mean? But to stick with it through all of that.
Yes, sir, brother. I mean, brother, again, brother, it's
Come
not
on,
a pedestal high, not a pedestal high enough, brother.
Absolutely not. That's why we're gonna honor her.
Different
this evening.
woman, brother. Different kind of woman, brother. She's a different kind of woman, brother.
I'm looking for me a Khadijah. Sheesh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
God damn, man. You understand what I'm saying, though?
I understand exactly.
3 years.
You know, there's
to thick and thin. He said 9 years of poverty. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to make it, brother. When he could have at least, you know, when the minister could have easily, you know, did shows. You know what I'm saying? Could have easily did shows and made money back then.
Or went to life of crime. What are we talking about?
Or went to exactly, grabbed a pistol and did something else. But he chose to stay the course.
She stayed the course.
She stayed the course.
She stayed the course. He said even his foolishness, you know what I'm saying? Like she still was there, man. Like they don't make a boy that no more, y'all. But
she was the course, brother. She was the course, brother.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yes,
that's crazy, man. That's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll just say, man, that you know, that's a you know how they had that John Kennedy and what's his name? Not John Kennedy. What's the boy name? They just had a little love story that they had on FX like about a couple months ago. Oh, ain't nobody gonna watch that. You know what I'm talking about? Carol said and I can't think of this goddamn. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. It was on FX. It's a series that was on, and it was talking about the life of JFK's son and his wife. They got killed in a plane crash. You know what I'm talking about?
JF, you're talking about John F. Kennedy Jr.?
Yeah. John and Carol or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're talking about now. Yeah.
They trying to make that like a love story. Boy, y'all get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I mean this is the ultimate love story, if you would, brother. This one right here, the ultimate, brother.
That's crazy, bro. So, yeah, man. I just wanted to point that out, man. That
and
It's been
brother,
a lot of dreams stolen, or you know what I mean, because not having support. It was just like, nah, I'm cool. My wife ain't on that. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
yes, sir, exactly,
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and do something else. Go ahead and you know what I'm saying. So I mean, it's a testament not only to her, but it's also a testament to him to keep fighting, to keep going through all the stuff that he had to go through. You know what I'm saying? How many people to quit and their house almost got burnt down and they almost got killed and their kids almost got killed. Now we heard that about Malcolm X, but we hadn't heard that about the minister. You see what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
Well, some of us have. You know what I mean?
I mean,
So
the daughter told the story years ago. The minister told the story also, but the daughter told the story also about, because she said she was old enough to remember that her dad dropped her and then he came back and got her.
damn.
Smoke everywhere, and the minister said the fire chief said he'll go in. He said, no, I'm going to get my own baby. He went back in and got his own baby and brought her out.
Damn.
At that time, it was only 6 of them. They had 3 after that, but it was only 6 of them at the time. He said he had them all, scooped them all up. And brother, it's so much that they went through. And again, this is the ultimate love story that a good writer could really make this into something. You know what I'm saying? If you would write a love story like this, I mean 72 years, it would be a long love story, but it would be beautiful all the way through.
I mean, I think the minister's story would be crazy within itself. His movie is gonna be.
Yes. If the correct person do the
Man,
so
they better keep their asses out the way. I know that.
exactly.
The Nation of Islam don't need nobody to produce nothing for them. You see how this work? A book,
Exactly.
a movie, nothing. They don't need nothing.
Exactly.
All in house. So there's no excuse. Don't bring no fools to come in. Like, we don't need that. We don't need nobody to come in and do none of that. Which I would love to see the messenger movie.
Well,
like in real life. Like, I think that needs to be talked about, and we can't allow these people to erase.
We can't
at all. You remember when Grill? Shout out to Professor Grill. You remember when it was years ago, man. Public Enemy was on BT, and Grill unbuttoned his shirt and had a picture of the messenger on it, right?
Yes.
And he was jumping in front of the camera, and they kept trying to move the camera off. This is BE Black Entertainment Television, right? Before they had sold out the Viacom, nigga television, and they were going out of their way to stop the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's picture from being put out there. I think that was really interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy. But the brother Tariq Nasheed was talking about the messenger a few months ago, and how they're trying to tarnish his image and just sort of tuck him in the back. So he said he's going to do a movie about the messenger. He's going to do a documentary on the messenger. He said because his work cannot die, because in all actuality, brother, he's like the father of consciousness. Regardless of what you get your information from, he started it. That thinking that we have now, independent of the so-called government, he started it. Nobody wasn't doing that on his level anyway. You had others, but nobody was doing it on his level. He deserved to have his legacy documented, and it has to be documented correctly though. We can't, like you said, we can't have nobody outside. You have the correct people to document his legacy. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan too. He has to be documented correctly.
Right. Now, it's crazy. If they ban Dr. Sebi, right, who came through the nation, who uses How to Eat to Live 1 and 2 as the foundation of his work.
Yes,
So
sir.
going back to what you said earlier, how the messenger, even the minister, never taught to stay stuck in the information. You take it and take it further.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes, sir.
take the information further. You don't stay stuck in the information. And so and going to that though, so there's things that new information and new stuff that you can add to it. And I think that's what it is. So with Dr. Sebi, right? Which is crazy. Like you understand that it is kind of like common knowledge that they knocked him off for
Yes,
hope, for healing people, for health, man. Like they don't want these people are not fucking around. You remember RFK? He was popping his big mouth. Him and Trump was talking crazy. Cash Patel was talking crazy. The other dude was talking crazy. As soon as they got in office, it was like,
yeah, for real. Yeah,
we was popping all this shit to get up in office, but when we got up in here, they must have told RFK, you next. They just wrote him a letter, you next.
Yeah, exactly. You better fall in line, dude. You better fall in line.
I've been scared for him for a long time. Like, bro, they tried to take out all of them and your whole fucking family, my boy.
Yeah, you're a Kennedy dude, so
They done, bro. It ain't enough for debate. They have took out too many of your people.
Yo, RFK was his daddy, brother.
They took out your daddy.
Took out your daddy in '68, bro.
And your uncles.
And your
cousin. Boy, they are not playing with y'all.
Exactly.
The hell? And I that whole time I used to be like, yo, they were like, yo, I just say RFK at the gym. I'm like, yeah, this is before he became, got up in there. And I'm like, yo, once he got his ass up in there, it was just like, yeah, like, how a mother be like, yeah, when I get in office, I'm gonna do this and do this and do that. Then you get in there and they be like,
But you know what though, Chief?
Sorry, guys.
That was a strategic move, Chief, because they told Trump they gotta get him in to shut him up. Because
it's as if he don't have any power once he got in there.
Exactly, and because he has to fall in line once he get in, and that was a way to have him fall in line to get him in, and they offered him the position that he has to get him in so he can fall in line. That was a strategic move.
So I think it was interesting, right? Cut was playing it yesterday. How when they showed the pale skins how they're feeling about Trump now, right? Like, yo, it's supposed to be America first, not Israel first, and you was on that type of time, and he just got up in there and just like did a whole about face as it pertains to Israel and even military action in the Middle East. Remember,
he said
last time he let's go, we leaving. Just our interest. Our interest is America. You know what I'm saying? I think we're getting off.
That's what he said. He said that he won't start new wars, and he would not. And then he was talking bad about Biden, saying Biden would go to war with Iran, but he's the one who ended up going to war with Iran. So a whole bunch of hypocrisy.
Right. It's as if and you would think. And the most of Americans that voted for Donald Trump, right, this go around, and he won in a landslide, so it wasn't close, right, at all. So it can't say that it was even close. It wasn't close, right? It was as if though that they ran Kamala Harris as if they knew she wasn't gonna win. You understand what I'm saying? I don't trust nothing that these people are doing.
No,
as far as Trump running again, as far as any of these things, it's almost as if they said, you know what, we could put him in office, right? And we could we could do all the crazy
brother,
shit that we want to do.
brother Chief, go out and come back in, brother, because your mic is doing the same thing, brother.
How about now? Mic check, mic check.
It sounds like somebody burping in your background, bro.
Oh man, that's crazy. Hold on a second.
Check your connections. Check your connections. See if your connections are thorough. You know, on both ends with your actual mic or in your connection with your computer. If you have it plugged in your computer. A lot of times, if your connection is not how it should be, your mic's gonna sound janky. You're clear, but it's like distorted. You hear what you're saying, but like the brother said, it sounds like somebody's burping in the background.
Mic check, mic check. I changed how that sound.
That sound way better.
Sounds a lot better.
So we got Dexter Morgan in the building, the butcher. What up, Dexter Morgan, the butcher? I ain't never seen Dexter Morgan, the butcher. We got Isness standing on a
Peace.
big American business.
Is it mic check? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Loud and clear, sis.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so you guys were talking about Trump and Kamala Harris. Did you guys ever consider that Kamala Harris threw the election so that Donald Trump could win?
It's a
Say that last part again.
Just
What was the
asking.
question?
With how these people operate, it would not surprise me one iota, sis.
Because remember who her husband is. Her husband is the same group of people that supports Donald Trump. So and here in California, we've seen her, and she never was really drunk acting. She acted like a normal person. All of a sudden, she runs for president, and she's super drunk. So I'm wondering, was that an act to kind of throw everybody off to make everybody swing towards Trump? That is a
Nah,
question.
I think it's just me. I don't think they that smart. I think that they actually thought niggas was gonna fall for Kamala Harris, like we fell for Barack Obama. Let me tell y'all something right now. If we knew what we know right now, or before Barack Obama got in office in 08, his ass would have never been the president. Y'all understand this, right? If right now, the
That's the
way
truth.
we feel, we'd have been like Barack Obama. We'd have been like, fuck him. He ain't foundational to America.
That's the truth. That's the truth, brother. That's
And
the
all
truth.
that good hope talk, nigga, we'd have been like, fuck that nigga. So Kamala Harris, they thought that they could run it back on us, bring us a motherfucker that ain't even a nigga, and be like, oh yeah, we were gonna line up. Oh, then look, the trifecta was, look, check this out. The black women, they just thought that y'all were just gonna be so fucking slow.
Any woman, brother, any woman, even if it's the wrong woman, all they had to do is put somebody before our sisters. That's what they thought. They could put somebody before our sisters, and she can reinforce every negative, ratchet ass stereotype to our sisters, thinking she's relating to them in her sister act. That's what it was. A sister.
I don't think it's any woman, because remember, Hillary Clinton didn't go far. So if y'all's theory is right, they thought that Kamala Harris was gonna pretend to be the sister girl, and we was gonna be like,
Oh my
whatever,
God!
right?
Another coming of
Yeah,
Obama.
exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
they thought we
Yeah,
was gonna go
that's
crazy.
what they thought. That's what they thought. But our sisters
right.
are smarter than that. That's what I'm
We
saying.
all was smarter than that. The brothers were smarter than that too. Cause think about it, we was bucking the fuck up, like nah, and we was a little nervous, y'all, cause we really thought that y'all was gonna look. I wouldn't goddamn a monkey would be in a better position than Kamala Harris. If they would have had Kamala Harris in the White House, it was over for us. Over,
Yeah.
That's a fact.
over.
Yes, sir.
Never coming back. So
I
yeah,
agree.
them people is fucked up. And look, I say this, I'm gonna keep saying this. The Democratic Party should be canceled. as it pertains to us. We should not give them 96% of our votes, our love, and our support. We need to cut that down to about 40% in 2026, and then in 2028, they shouldn't get no support from us. None. Zero. We're not playing with y'all no more. Fuck y'all. And look, I'm tired of you niggas
I
sitting back,
agree.
not doing nothing. Right? Once again, the minister should have been sat down. He shouldn't have to be working this goddamn hard for fucking 90 fucking, well, how many years he been working for us?
The minister joined the Nation of
The fuck is
Islam
wrong with y'all?
in 1954, brother.
I'm just saying though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's keep it real. These niggas, come on, bro. This man just didn't have to, it should be hundreds, if not thousands of ministers running around this bitch. Thousands of brothers, thousands of leaders running around here. He done did his work. He shouldn't have to work this goddamn hard for you motherfucking niggas.
And
Right.
that
Real
long,
talk.
and that long too, brother.
No, I'm
And,
just saying that with no, and then niggas have the nerve to have something negative to say. Y'all better shut
and
the fuck up.
to
And you
be
ain't did
met
nothing.
to be met with disrespect and all that, and ungratefulness. That's
I wish I would find.
insane, bro. That's insane to me, brother. It's insane to me.
Yeah. Hey, look, I remember when what's his name was being disrespectful, and I had to get on his head. If I would have seen him, I would have had to straighten him out. What's the little boy name? Was with Seti. Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh.
Bro. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro.
Boy.
When
Y'all
he
lucky
said
I wasn't younger then.
when he said what he said, if he seen the member, I made a phone call, bro. I know every captain around this nation. I know
Yeah.
every FOI captain around the nation, bro. And he got on his next stream talking about somebody bothering him and all this other nonsense. I know all I said was go up to him and say salam alaikum. We gonna test your threat, nigga.
Oh yeah. I was mad about that the youngsters didn't go see him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? They was like, bro, you lucky I wasn't in the nation at that time.
Yo,
What?
I always said that I couldn't see him because the last time somebody disrespected the minister and I was able to reach him, I reached him, and it was dealt. When I was able to touch him, he got touched.
I love it.
Don't bring that to it was a Sunni brother, and he was in front of a whole bunch of non-believers talking bad about the minister, and
Uh-huh.
and three of my guys was there. We was at the gym working out, and he came and told us, and we went up in there, and we just called the brother wanting to talk to him. All I wanted to do is talk to him, let him know that give him some of the teachings, like backbiting in Islam is forbidden. You among a whole bunch of non-believers, and you backbiting a fellow Muslim. And he started getting loud, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm not talking to everybody in here. I'm talking to you and you alone. But he wanted to show time in front of all these non-believers, in particular Caucasians. So he and everybody he was with got mopped up. Put it that way. Take that to where you from. Here, where we live at, we love the minister. Take that to your suburban town where most Sunni Muslims are at. We are here trying to resurrect our people. Don't bring it to where we at.
That's right. And what's so crazy is what I tried to explain to, young Pharaoh is he talking about some shit that about Malcolm X, the shit you don't know nothing about. You need to shut the fuck up, first off. Second off, right? Listen, if we can tear down our heroes, right? And our women, we can't say nothing when other people start doing it.
Exactly.
If we tear down our women, and now when other people start, hey, well, they're loud, they're big backs, and they're, you know what I'm saying, they chimp out all the time. We can't really say nothing because we already gave them the okay to do that. You see what I'm saying?
But you know what though, brother?
Y'all can't say it. Oh, you shouldn't
The
have never said it.
regurgitation. I don't know why people think they can regurgitate the same propaganda that's been regurgitated for 60 plus years. Okay, 60 plus years. You think you could say the same thing and it's going to be different? That little so-called documentary that he did on Malcolm X was trash. and he didn't to do a documentary means that you have to document things. If you're using other people's intellectual property and all you're doing is regurgitating it, you're not documenting nothing. Where's your own thinking? Not only that, this dude was born in the 90s, bro. 40 plus years after damn Malcolm. 30 plus years after Malcolm. At least I was born in the same damn year that he left here. I'm like, Negroes need to just stop running their mouth, bro. Just stop talking. Trying to sound smart, but you know, but don't know a damn thing. Do your research. And not only that, I know what I was told by those who, I know people who were there, brother, when it happened. Personally. So people can't tell me nothing. People can't tell me about Dr. Khaled. If when people mention Dr. Khaled, I say stop mentioning Dr. Khaled. All you know about Dr. Khaled is what he said. I was around the brother. I was with the brother. Can't tell me nothing about him. You don't know what he'll do. I know what he'll do. So some of the things he'll do, I did with him. They want to, the same thing that they do with Malcolm, they try to do with Khaled when it comes to the minister. And they don't know the relationship that the minister and Dr. Khaled had. The minister gave Dr. Khaled his name. He named him Dr. Khaled. He named the man. So if he feels like he got to sit the man down because he told the man to stop clowning on the rostrum and be serious at all the times, and you don't, like I told Brother Sarnetta, I said, you don't know, because Sarnetta used to be with Khaled. And that's when I met him. I met him at Khaled's Janaza. That's where I met Sarnetta at. And we talked a few times. So look, minister told him to start clowning on the rostrum. We're serious. Don't clown on the rostrum. All them jokes and stuff, don't do that. You're never supposed to say something bad about somebody our people love, like especially if it's a brother, because we trying to get our people. We're not going to get our people acting like that. So he sat him down. And not only that, you know what's crazy though, brother? Also, we're going to get back to the thing if you want to, brother. You know what's crazy? The outsiders who have a lot to say about things they're not involved with.
That's fact.
The outsiders have a whole lot to say about things that don't pertain to them. You won't join, okay, you won't do the work, but you got a lot to say about those who are doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
You have no say-so being an outsider. You don't believe in the teachings. You're not doing that work. You're not a member. You know, membership has its privileges, brother. You know what I'm saying? What you right. how you expect to benefit from something that you won't even join? Membership has its privileges. People come to the United States for what? My brother Chief.
For shit. For them, for power, for freedom, for resources, money. They ain't got shit where they come from.
Exactly. So they won't get it from where they're at, though, right? They gotta come here to get it, right?
They gotta come here to get it, yeah.
They gotta come here to get it. So if you want the benefits that's in the Nation of Islam, you gotta go. You gotta join.
Well, I do understand that our people still had an opportunity to, like say for instance, before a lot of people could just listen to Farrakhan tapes, for instance, right? Remember the cassette tapes back in the days?
Yeah, I still have quite a few.
Oh, the VHS tapes, right? So you don't have to be a Muslim to get information and inspiration, you know, and even see the minister as your leader. So I think that was one of the reasons, especially after the Million Man March. After the Million Man March, which I'm definitely gonna get with you about. I wanna bring that back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I really do. And I got an idea, and I think that we're gonna have to start mobilizing peacefully, right?
Yes, sir.
Because I used to like be on some bullshit, right? Like, and I think I was doing a live one time before, and it was the new Black Panther party out here in Vegas, right? And they were not too far away from here, and they were I seen them. I pulled over. I'm like, skirt. I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I pulled over, got out. You know what I'm saying? These brothers had books, right? I gotta catch up with their brothers. Brothers had books, and I was like, God damn, bro, what the fuck? I was mad about that because I'm like, why y'all ain't got y'all guns out here? You know what I'm saying? This is an open carry. You can carry anything. Bazookas in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So
Yes, sir.
I was confused. You guys call yourself the Black Panther Party. You know what I mean? Um, why y'all ain't got no guns? You know what I mean? So, but I thought about it, right? And even listening to Buddy, right? What's interesting about the dude that we were playing, the Russo dude, that's from Patriot Front, right? Not only the fact that he's 26 years old, it's crazy. Not that 26-year-olds are, but his brain is not even fully fucking developed yet. Y'all saw this word. Real talk. I'm just not gonna go back and forth with y'all. You're not gonna tell me that a 26-year-old is a fucking leader of nothing. Okay? It's like you're stupid. Stop telling us this. You know what I'm saying? But
You have to be special, brother. You have to be special to acquire that type of leadership, because if you look at Fred Hampton, he was like 21, bro. Fred
I mean,
Hampton was,
what was he?
but
What
he was different, brother. Fred Hampton was different
I
though.
know teenagers that run shit too, though.
Yeah,
Y'all, you
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? But don't mean
yeah,
that they doing the right thing. That makes sense. The one
exactly.
thing about this dude, though.
That makes a whole lot of sense. You will know it. You will know it when you see it, Chief. And it is, just because someone is speaking eloquent and whatever, what I'm saying, that don't mean they have administration skills and organizing skills and able to do that. You would know that when you see it. You can see that, when you encounter the people. Fred Hampton is just an exception to that.
So was Fred Hampton the leader of the Black Panther Party?
Fred Hampton, he ran the Chicago chapter.
Well, can I say something?
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
doesn't it matter that the young person is sitting under somebody that's great? Like we saw Farrakhan as a young person, but he actually was up under Malcolm X for a period of time. And Fred Hampton, wasn't he under the leaders, of the Black Panther Party, Huey and all them, or
Yes, he was.
whoever went?
He was. He was.
Okay.
He was just the chairman of the Chicago chapter. He's the chairman of the Chicago chapter, and he did a lot of organizing. And he was taken out at age 21. Because he was dangerous with how he was uniting the people. He was very dangerous, Fred Hampton. But and Newton, Huey Newton and Bobby Seale, they were young too. They was young, and we organize sometime at a young age, and we have our growing pains and we make our mistakes. Is a lot of times we make our mistakes because we don't turn to those who know how to organize. We have to listen. Sometimes we have to listen to these elders when they're trying to tell us how to organize. I know we get upset, we get frustrated because things are not moving how we think it should move. A lot of us are warriors. Like we got this warrior class today. If they had, let's say, if they had the mindset of a Chief Holiday, that would make them even more dangerous with their warrior spirit. If they would get with a brother and let him teach them, where they should channel that energy and who they should channel that energy to. A lot of them got the right idea as far as being warriors, but they don't know their enemy. Got to teach them who their enemy is. But yeah, Fred Hampton was under Bobby Seale, and Huey P. Newton. And if they didn't have, if I think if they had somebody like a minister of information or older brothers among them, they would have never had a William O'Neill that was able to get that close to them to infiltrate. That'll never happen. So a lot of mistakes was made, and we learned from those mistakes. You want to get back to the video, brother?
Well, while we're waiting on him, is there a person we do know that Farrakhan is getting older? Is there someone else? Or, I know there's this one guy in LA that's doing something. I think he's from LA. Is there somebody else that's sitting up under him? Or is it
Yes.
gonna go to his sons or something?
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad's son is he's the assistant to the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Ishmael Muhammad.
Oh,
That's Elijah
okay.
Muhammad's son. He does most of the teaching on at the at Mosque Mary. I mean, he's the second in command. He's the administrator, but the supreme captain is Mustafa Farrakhan. We got. I'm gonna tell you, it's a whole lot of powerhouse ministers and administrators and chief administrators of the Nation of Islam that's very qualified, because Ishmael can teach, Brother Daniel can teach, Brother Nuri can teach, Dr. Wesley can teach. You got a whole bunch of brothers who can go, who's all over the world that can teach. Powerhouses, Abel. Brother Jeffrey, a whole bunch of brothers. My cousin out in Vegas. My cousin's the minister in Vegas.
Your cousin's the minister out here?
In Vegas,
what's his name?
They call him Duke. Him Duke. Yeah.
Might know. Yeah, man. I listen, man. I think once again we need to get organized. And there needs to be more. Like, we don't have with all the technology that we have now, right? I don't even see a problem with having other groups. Like, why are there nobody creating groups? You see what I'm saying? Nobody's doing, like, step up. Why ain't nobody doing nothing? Like, everybody's just want to be led somewhere. I just don't understand that. I don't like it. I don't like the concept. But we do have a blueprint for what we could be doing to get out of this situation we're in.
We have
agree.
too many people that are trying to pretend to be us. That's not really us. So if you did try to get a group involved or create a group, I believe it may be easily sabotaged, because it's somebody lying, talking about they from South Carolina that's really from some other place, that's going to get in there and mess everything up, just like the Black Caucus.
So yeah, no, I think this thing of ours is a little bit more exclusive, and who your grandparents? Like, you know what I mean? We ain't going for that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We have to sift.
Yeah. And I think we've been doing that for a while. So I don't, you know what I mean? I think we've been doing it for a while. But I know that I know Tayshawn was talking about getting into politics. Anybody that's getting into politics, I'm fucking with you. I will help you get in office.
Especially somebody with a mindset. We have to rally behind that person and empower that person as our guy or our sister. You know what I'm saying? We got to empower that person. That's how it works.
You ain't got to live in South Carolina for that. You ain't got to live in New York. You ain't got to live in California, to support people that are doing those things locally. But we got to be willing to step up while we are sitting back, allowing other people to drive us around. like so to speak.
Exactly.
We want other people to be in control over our children, over our everything, our taxes. Like, come on. So no, we need to step up.
That's
We
the
need
only
to step up.
that's the only way it's going to work. That we have to step up.
Yeah,
But we do have to mobilize our people and create groups because we have too much brilliance to be not doing anything collectively. Too much.
facts. Yep,
And that always and that's a ongoing problem that's serving to our detriment, bro. We got to do things together, create these groups, and like I agree with what the sister said, but it's what we have to do is be more careful, and we have to sift. We have to sift. I mean, we're not allowing no infiltration. That we're gonna have people on. We have to have people on deck for that. We sense any type of sabotage, or because that's what I do. I'm all about security. I'm very security minded, and that's my main thing: security and how things supposed to be done.
facts.
I'm very meticulous when I do things too. Very meticulous. I like things done a certain way. It has to be right in his act, or there's going to be a problem with me if I'm put on post. Because when I say all general orders are in effect, those who know that general orders going to have to carry those general orders out.
That's right.
And we're not allowing people to just come around us. No, we don't do it like that. It has to be some type of criteria to even come around us. It's how it has to be.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I do know that um and the reason why y'all don't think the buddy said that they don't deal with guns, and and he's basing it off of religious concepts. Because when I said I was thinking, damn, I'm listening to the Nation of Islam from the Patriot Front, like, because think about it, the stuff that they're saying, even when we read the manifesto, all the stuff they're saying, I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds familiar, right? So how can I put this? Um, it's like they're using the shit that we should be using. They're standing on patriotism when we should be standing on patriotism. See what I'm saying?
Indeed.
They're saying things that we should be saying. And
Well,
so
we
it's interesting that when I hear the pushback from people like Roland Martin about foundational Black Americans, for instance, right? They say, and I've heard this about us too a few times, that, oh, you guys are pushing racist white supremacist talking points, right? And I'm like, yo, that's because you think inferior. You
Exactly.
understand what I'm saying? We're not caping for these people. We are talking about America. We're talking about our ancestors' greatness, not somebody that usurped us and wrote us out of history. See what I'm saying? And so they can only see things in an inferior way. So when they hear somebody speaking with power, it offends them. It sounds like it's against them. Because I
you
can't
know
understand for the life of me why these people would be mad at us for the stuff that we're saying. I
you
really
you
don't
know
understand it until you sit with that. But
if I moved to Zimbabwe and I was trying to take the Zimbabwe's place, and the Zimbabweans came to me and was telling me, no, we're the original Zimbabweans. And if I had ulterior motives, that would be offensive. Now, if I came to them in love and I'm trying to share in their culture and I'm appreciate them letting me get some land or live a life or get a job on their land, then if they said I'm Zimbabwe, that's not going to be offensive to me. And so these people are from somewhere else and they rep that flag, no matter if they're born, whether they're birthright citizen or anchor babies, they rep their flags. And so when you come and you say, I'm American, they don't think you white supremacist. They know exactly what you're talking about. It offends
Exactly.
them because you have something that they don't got and they trying to take your stuff. and they're gonna try to generate, go through 3, 4 generations, so they could be like, we're the American. Because guess what? They have no problem calling themselves American. And as soon as you say you're American, matter of fact, I'm the American that built this place. This place is my place. Then all of a sudden they're offended. That is a sign of a devious person.
Exactly. They are the buffer class here, only allowed to come here to replace us and to hinder us in our endeavors. And because we found that out and we are calling it out, it's like when it's like when you tell somebody yes, and then all of a sudden you tell them no. You know that's what it is. You all of a sudden tell them no, or you all of a sudden tell them that they can't have something, or you emancipate yourself. That's what a delineation also is, emancipating them. Y'all on your own now. We carried you since you were allowed to come here. We carried you. So you're on your own now. You're so used to people doing things for you, being a buffer class, and now because we tell you it's time for you to handle your own business, you can't fault us for that, especially when you are serving to our detriment and you're being disrespectful after all we've done for you.
Right. I seen somebody made a video, right? Real short. It was like, our grandmothers lied or liars. Sir, boy, you only can say that online, my boy. Like we were pretending because our grandparents know what the fuck they were talking about. Sir, is you crazy?
Can you imagine?
Like that's
brother?
gonna get y'all ass whooped. I promise you.
So our grandparents
disrespect people's people. Like I don't get that. God damn, I don't understand.
That's crazy.
Y'all gonna get y'all ass whooped.
Sure
Fucking with
is.
us.
So our grandparents was all on TikTok and they all got together and came up with the same story. Is that were they on social media? Is that what you saying? Our ancestors, our grandparents were doing? They were all on social media and they all got together and said the same story. We all got the same story. We're all from different places.
No, most of our people are gone. So this nigga is saying that our ancestors who have transitioned are liars.
I know.
Sir,
that is the ridiculous
get
thing.
your ass whooped. I promise you.
Yeah,
you cannot say that to nobody. You deserve an ass whooping for saying that somebody's dead ancestors are liars. You deserve your ass whooped. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. This not a fucking threat. Watch y'all fucking mouths, man. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. I promise y'all.
That's
Y'all,
why I
these
ain't friendly
internet
with
niggas give a fuck
Pan
about
Africans
views
online.
and likes. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Keep our name out y'all fucking mouths. Stop being disrespectful and stop telling us that our people are liars and when you're listening to liars. And it was a nigga of color too. He was just like, yo, y'all gotta watch y'all fucking mouths. We're gonna put our foot to y'all. We're gonna put belt to ass. I promise you.
Absolutely.
Stop telling people that they people liars. Stop trying to tell people who we are. You are being disrespectful. Is actually breaking the law. So y'all need to mind y'all fucking business.
They do
especially
it
if you're in about a part of our people. And if you mad, you're African running out here mad, you're Caribbean running out here mad, and you anybody of color mad about what we got going on. Y'all need to go examine yourself. Y'all see the power that we have. Why do y'all keep fucking with us? Get on our side or go home. For real. Go the fuck back to Zimbabwe or whatever the fuck y'all from, because we don't like how y'all moving. Get y'all shit together. Now, you Asians, we on y'all ass right now, but we about to be on everybody's ass. But the flip side of it is that, okay, like I'm seeing on TikTok right today, I seen some beauty supply places here in Las Vegas, nail shops that are owned by our people. That's what we need to be working on. We need to be working on these things, and we need to protect it. The men need to protect it, and the women, y'all need to support it.
Exactly.
We'll protect y'all, but y'all need to support our shit. We'll protect it. We'll protect it. We're gonna sit these little youngsters down. If y'all not out here to protect the fucking community, you're going to die. See how this work? It's not hard. We're not going back and forth with you bitch ass niggas. Stop harming the community.
That's what I like hearing.
That's all you got to do.
That's what I like hearing.
Yeah,
that's my teaching, brother. That's my teachings right there, brother.
Well, we got the same teachings, you know that. But the
Yes,
point
sir.
is, we're men, and men need
Yes,
to
sir.
step the fuck up. And you bitch ass
Exactly.
niggas got to stop. Oh, these youngsters is too wild out here. Y'all the ones. Let them be young. Let them be wild. Sit down. I tell you, the
Exactly.
motherfuckers around here, you better not shoot a motherfucking thing up around this bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck
Order.
is wrong with y'all? Y'all better sit y'all asses down. Nobody listen to that.
You
You
know,
understand what I'm saying? We
you
don't
want
care about none of that. Men got to step up and be men, and we got to start regulating our fucking communities.
that's
Real
it.
talk.
That's it. Rank and file,
Real
bro.
talk.
Rank and file. If you know, you have to be in the rank and file, protecting the community. If you see stores around here that our sisters own, and we got to secure distribution to get these products into these sisters beauty supply stores and their nail salons, wherever they got going. We have to protect it, because establishing nothing without protection is not going to remain. Because you know how people act when it comes to economic envy and what we have going. I always stress security, power. You have to be able to exercise some power and secure anything that you establish. You have to be able to secure that. The first thing I think of when we talk about doing something, how we going to keep the people safe and maintain what we establish?
That's right.
Have
Security
to be
first.
security first.
Security first. And like I said, sisters, that might not be y'all thing, which it should be, but that's our job, is to make sure that y'all are safe, that you're protected. Even your businesses are protected, right? So that means there's gonna have to be some other conversations outside of this that has to happen.
Exactly.
Because I've been saying it. I told y'all that I've been saying this for years, that what we need to do as far as it pertains to this. But now they had to shoot somebody. We had to go through all this extra shit. No, we should have been not fucking with them. That's the problem. Listen, if somebody had ran out my store and they really stole some water, I'm not chasing them and shooting them over some fucking water.
No, I'm
Right.
not doing
Bro,
that.
I'm not chasing nobody for stealing anything out of convenience
Come
store,
on,
bro. It
bro.
ain't that
Like, come on,
serious,
I'm
bro.
gonna give you some water. Hey,
Yeah.
man, listen, you come on. But I'm not shooting a child. And this is not child's first body. Y'all don't understand. Like, listen, what are we doing? What type of bitch ass niggas are we? That's all we can do is boycott, huh?
But what's
That's it?
crazy? What's
That's
crazy?
all?
Chief,
That's all
what's
we
what's
can do?
crazy, Chief?
It's
What's crazy
crazy.
about that, Chief, is problematic to me is the fact that it was done with no consequence, and not being afraid of a consequence. We got to have preventative measures that's put in place based on our actions, because sometimes our action can be preventative measures. Because if they know emphatically that there's a consequence for doing any type of harm to our women, our children, and our elders, they won't do it, brother. They won't. If they know that we coming to see them when we're serious and we don't care nothing about who the hell you call,
Right.
they
I
won't
mean,
do it. We'll
I
prevent
hate
a
to
lot
say
of
that.
things. We'll prevent a lot of things based on how we handle things. We'll prevent a lot of things, bro, from going on. Because
Right.
if
After
because
that
if,
first,
because
yes,
they
you're
they
absolutely
ran
right.
after that young boy, they ran after that young brother with impunity, not even caring that somebody's child. They didn't feel no consequence of that child's father. They supposed to feel that consequence. Supposed to be a dire consequence. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, you killed mine, brother. You remember what James Small said, right? You ever heard James Small when he said, "I'm not gonna call Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna call them."
Yeah.
When
Listen,
I
I
guarantee
say
you, I'm going to
what?
inflict the same kind of pain that you inflict on me, tenfold. And that's how we got to handle it, because they don't fear a consequence. There's no consequence that they fear. That's why they rarely do those type of things.
Y'all hear me?
So let's do this right now. If that would have been a real little gangster, right, and who has little partners, right? Do you think Chow would have chased him down?
No, he wouldn't have, because if that boy was the thug they said he was, he had a gun, he'd have bucked at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't risk his life over some fucking water.
Exactly. I'm saying, but he had a
Oh,
gun on. He had a gun on him. If he was the thug that they portrayed him to be, when they was chasing him, that's when it was a chance for him to do his
yeah.
thug. To do his
Because if the way I see it, if he a part of he a member, he's a part of a gang, and he's supposed to be in all this. Well, where his boys at? Where his people at? Cause
exactly.
and if he do got boys, he do got people. He should have family members. Y'all some bitches. I'm not gonna keep playing with y'all. I don't give
That's
a
what
fuck about none that y'all talk about. Fuck your boycott. Fuck everything y'all
Yeah, for
talking
real,
about.
bro.
You take mine, somebody
can,
gotta go.
can you hear me, Chief? Y'all can hear me?
Fuck.
Listen,
Yeah, bro. I just don't
I'm
understand. Like, we keep seeing this weak ass shit going on and on and on and on and on, and ain't nobody doing nothing about it, bro. It's putting us all in danger.
It
yes,
is.
Don't y'all
these
understand
niggas,
this shit?
these tough ass game banging ass niggas. I'm from South Carolina. I'm an hour and a half from Columbia where this happened at. I stay around a bunch of tough ass niggas. These niggas can hear me talking right now. These niggas is bitches, bro. I swear, these niggas is pussy. That's all it boiled down to. I want to ride to Columbia so bad since that shit happened and just step on shit. But I'm not doing that shit by myself. I'm not doing that. No, cause these tough ass niggas that be in the street shooting up shit, they should be the ones doing it, right? So why the fuck I gotta do it?
I
These
agree.
niggas is bitches. Point blank period. Niggas is
I agree.
pussy. A lot of elders
It happened on
down
their
to.
watch. It happened on their watch, brother. To Sean, it happened on their
Yeah, it
watch.
happens. If it's on your watch, it's your watch. That's what it is.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Columbia,
It ain't
South
on your
Carolina
watch. It's on their
is
watch.
one of the is quote unquote the murder capital of South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina is got one of the highest crime rates. All them
Right.
blood niggas, all them GD niggas, ain't nobody did shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Shit, niggas scared, bro. Niggas scared. That's what it boiled down to. Niggas scared, and being from South Carolina, I am ashamed.
Wait a minute.
Shit,
So hold on. Do you
That's
think?
the crazy part, bro.
Because there's so many restrictions when it comes to dealing with immigrants? Like, y'all gotta keep in mind the reason why we wasn't putting our hands on these pale skins 120 years ago, or whatever, right? Or 110 or 50, 60, 70 years ago, whenever these people were violating us, right, they had protection. Y'all remember just a couple years ago when Biden was letting all these people come in from Venezuela and they was clowning. I'm talking about killing motherfuckers left and right.
Yeah.
And then when people started trying to retaliate, they started giving niggas federal cases. I don't give a fuck about your federal case.
Yeah, fuck all them
Sir,
cases shit, man.
ma'am,
Fuck
we
that.
don't
Fuck
care.
all that.
If
That
you're
old
killing
shit
our
don't mean
people,
shit.
we're gonna have to do something about that. Because you're supposed to be
Fuck,
protecting
yeah,
Americans before fucking
exactly.
Venezuelans, fool.
Yo, Chief, they
Fuck.
jumped the police in New York and nobody got shot.
I remember.
They jumped the police, bro. Jumped
No,
on
that's
the
what I'm
police.
saying. They
They
got
didn't
more
draw down on
sympathy
them at all,
for
brother.
they got more sympathy for the people that they have open wars with, right? Than the people that are that they got more smoke for us than the people that they have open war with.
Exactly.
That's crazy to me. Why would you let millions of Asian people in this country when you at war with them? That don't even make no fucking sense. It's the dumbest shit ever. And
Don't.
I don't understand it. I don't understand why would you let all these people in this country when you at war with them. It's dumb. And then they come here and then they're taking resources left and right. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What are we doing? So we got to demand more. We got to make sure that, especially like a motherfucker like Karen Bass or Eric Adams or whoever, look, they got to get. So Eric Adams got is not no longer the mayor of New York, right? They got a new nigga in there now, right? They got a foreign in there, right?
Mondani.
Yeah, he fucking shit up. He fucking shit up too.
Mondani.
He ain't fucking shit up for them. He making sure they good.
Right, of course.
They making sure it's good. But remember, niggas got hella voting power in New York.
Sure do.
They got hella voting power because them immigrants can't vote. Just like niggas got hella voting power in LA.
I was about to say niggas voted for me down
Bass
here.
gonna do something for us? I'm tired of these people. But once again, you would think that, you know, you get a person of color that comes in as the mayor of these cities, that, you know, you think that you would get a Marion Barry, or, you know what I'm saying, an Asia Brown. You'll get somebody that would be doing something for the constituents that put them in there.
Exactly.
God damn. Like, we need to buck the fuck up, y'all.
Marion Barry in DC was a blessing to the people, brother. You know what's crazy about that situation, brother. Marion Barry got arrested, did time in prison, and came back and became the mayor again, brother.
That's how hard
much
he was,
did.
man.
That's how much he did for the people, and that's how much faith he came back and became the mayor again.
After prison.
After prison.
Smoking crack on camera, nigga. How about that? Shout out to
because he was
the great Marion Barry.
Despite what he went to prison for, he was an actual public servant for the people.
That's right.
In a city,
but we need more Marion Barrys, man. We got motherfucking
our people.
Man, I don't know what the fuck these
All
politicians.
they did was point the camera at him because he didn't do nothing that most of them don't damn do, bro. So I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? So I'll never, you know, talk about what he did, like, as far as negative, but all I know is that his good outweighed that little bullshit he went to prison for.
I mean, that was his personal life. Just
exactly, it's personal.
Crack. They ain't got shit to do with us. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? As long as he's doing his job, y'all snorting, smoking, doing everything.
That was self-inflicted shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do no harm to nobody outside of himself.
Right. He wasn't with no little girl. He was with a grown-ass woman.
Exactly.
Set him up. Fuck out
Set
of
him up. And again, the only difference between Marion Barry and all the rest of them is a camera. That's it. They all do that shit.
Yep.
Not all, but most of them. Most of them, enough to say they all do it.
Hey, y'all do us a favor. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all don't mind sharing this on your social media platforms. Appreciate y'all. Hey, we honoring the mother, Khadijah Farrakhan. The great mother to Khadijah Farrakhan.
The great mother, Khadijah Farrakhan. The epitome of grace, womanhood. You know, she's a soldier. You know, the first lady of the Nation of Islam. The woman who maintained the minister for 72 years, maintained the brother to the point that, you know, she built him up to be a powerful man. Mother Khadijah.
One of the most powerful men on the planet.
Exactly.
Ever.
A free man. She helped him to be a free man, brother. A free man don't have to ask nobody for nothing. She helped them to become that. He said that budding man he wanted to be. She helped him to become that, and he could speak free, travel free, and don't gotta ask nobody for nothing.
No, it's open. Thank you,
Mother Khadijah Farrakhan.
Yeah, man, great. She's great. Real talk. I'm looking for me a Khadijah.
Yes, sir, brother.
Oh God.
For real though, man. Like this.
Oh God. Yeah. But it's like that though, man. When you see, you know what I mean, you be like, hey man, where can I get one of those at? That's real talk, man. Hey,
not
ladies.
For nothing, brother. Brother, I got a good one, brother. I'm just gonna say it, brother. I got a good one.
Wait a minute. So your wife is in the Nation as well, right?
No, we're neither one of us is active, but my wife got her ex. She wrote the letter, got her ex and everything. Both of us, you know, that's our school of thought. Neither one of us.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. Like most sisters,
yes. That's her school of thought. She got her ex and everything. Wrote a letter, got her ex and the whole nine. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, like I could even like a sister that's a MGT or a sister that's in the Nation, they almost be too good for niggas.
Intimidated brother.
hey, some of us is niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And we ain't, you know what I mean? Nah.
Well, I can
Yeah,
admit, brother,
they too good. Yeah, man. You get
I
you a
have a
good woman,
good
man,
one,
from the
brother.
nation, y'all.
I
I'm
have a
telling y'all.
good one, brother. I'm telling you, I
Huh?
have a good one, brother. A good one.
I believe you, brother.
You
Shout out to your queen.
maintain me, brother. Let me tell you, brother. I'm gonna tell you a funny story, real short.
You got it.
She did my laundry and I folded my own clothes. She went off. She said, "Don't you ever fold your own clothes." That's how how good she is. That's my job. She went off on me, brother. Don't you ever fold your own clothes. She don't play that, brother.
So, isness. Are you familiar with the Nation of Islam? And do you have any experience with the Nation of Islam? I think she gone.
Yeah, she dropped down.
Okay. So Tayshawn.
Certain things the missus won't allow me to do, brother, because just like certain things I tell her don't do because I'm supposed to do it.
Right. Like open her own door, take out the trash.
I don't want you fixing nothing around here. None of that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Protect us.
You know what I mean? Even though she's a warrior, brother. She's a warrior too. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm just going to stress that I have a good one.
That's what's up, man.
I'm very, very, very fortunate.
Hey, well, man, I definitely, I think I might have to go to the mosque, man. For real. You know what I mean? Because the minister said something that was interesting. He said that this woman was trained to take care of him.
Yes, sir. And she was training, and she was doing the training of the other women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
getting these women off of drugs, getting them off the streets. Y'all gotta understand, exactly. Like I said, when it comes to man, ain't nobody tell me nothing about the Nation. Now, I'm not a card carrying member. I don't do none of that. I'm not, I haven't been involved since the early 90s, right? But still involved. That makes sense. Like yourself. You know what I mean? Still involved. Still soldiering. Still building with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? You follow me?
Yes,
but
sir.
For me, I took a different route. You know what I mean? Because I was still a nigga, or I chose to be in the streets with it. That makes sense,
brother. The minister said,
you understand?
The minister said, "I have soldiers that you see and soldiers that you don't see."
And I was the one that chose not to be seen.
That's what he said. He said, "I have soldiers you see, I have soldiers that you don't see, but I have soldiers."
And in my young days, they didn't even have to say certain shit, y'all. Listen to me. We'd had social media. We'd have known some of the shit that was going on in different places. No, we were just dealing with what we was dealing with.
Exactly.
We was putting hands and feet on shit. Y'all don't understand that. Like, a lot of people don't know what had to happen for people to be running around this bitch cocky and hyper masculine and talking crazy. Somebody put belt to ass for that to happen.
Absolutely.
Right? Somebody put belt to ass for that to happen, right? So y'all gotta understand that. So y'all gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. What was interesting, right? And I seen just a clip of Tigger getting into it with his wife, right?
Yes.
Bro, what type of this is the shit we be talking about, bro. This is the stuff we be talking about. And ultimately, she was wrong about everything that she was saying and doing.
Well, the minister did a one of the many times he brought his wife up, and he did a little small short clip of how a woman should talk to a man.
Let's talk about
it. He said, "Don't be abusive. Don't be abusive with your mouth, when a man is asserting his authority and he's getting loud, that's not the time for you to get loud. It's not a time for you to get loud. You know what I'm saying? Because he can be checked. Let him simmer, then check him. He said, but while at that heat of that moment, he's getting loud, you get loud, it's going to boil over. But you can, I mean, he said it's happened several times, and his wife came later on, and she the way she approached him, he had to submit. He said, but she is not abusive with her mouth. And he was teaching, because a lot of times you can bring out the worst in a person if you're abusive with your mouth, and nobody could push the buttons of a man more than a woman. This is kind of dated when he said this, but you know, you got cats nowadays, man. They're so damn feminine and they're so feminine today, man. They act like women trying to push the buttons of a man, but that's a different story. But he did a lecture on how, and you know, the sister Shahrazad Ali does do a lot of lectures on that though. A lot of sisters don't like her, but I love Shahrazad.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Shahrazad
What she done said to them. See, listen, a lot of sisters don't like a lot of shit that's good for them. They like and love a lot of shit that's terrible for them and for us.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying shut your fucking mouth, like shut the fuck up. I'm saying shut all that dumb shit up y'all saying and get behind us and support us.
Exactly.
If not, shut the fuck up and go on over there. Let us know you over there. You understand what I'm saying? Like real talk.
Indeed.
Let us know that you are the goddamn enemy at this point. You understand what I'm saying? If not, then let's work together. Let's make this thing better. But stop cutting us off at the knees when we trying to make this shit better. Now, we're going to stand with y'all with this hair stuff. We're going to stand with y'all about protecting y'all. We're going to stand with y'all. But goddamn it, y'all got to have the same goddamn energy. I can't keep hearing, the black man ain't shit. I just heard a sister just coming on here talking about, you know, I'm going through with the beautiful black man. Now I need to find me a white king. I almost see the shit I'm talking about.
You know what, brother, and that always proves to serve to their detriment, bro. Every single time they think they're you know, you end up in a damn suitcase in a damn river.
Nah, but that's the point. They act like either they wanna. Yeah, it's almost done. I had to wet it. It worked out. Hey, so yeah, and they act like people don't have issues. Once you start, they act like, well, people are gonna treat you if you're not with them. Like once you get with them, now you're gonna start having different conversations. Like, you know what I'm saying? As if the pale woman ain't having domestic issues with the pale man, as if Asian women are not having issues with a man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But it's a cultural thing. So now, why would think about this? Why would a man, any man, want to have an issue at home? Wouldn't he want to have peace? Wouldn't he want to have some respect as opposed to motherfucker arguing with you every day?
That's, you know,
come on, bro. Or want to control you, want to be your fucking mama, and the fuck? What are you talking about?
You know, our teaching, brother,
it's disrespectful.
Our teachings is, brother, that woman is your heaven. You know what I'm saying? And if she's not that, she's your hell too. You know what I'm saying? If she's not your heaven, she's your hell. She's supposed to be
that's
your
right.
heaven. You know what I'm saying? And if she's not your heaven, he's gonna stray. You gotta have peace. Because if he out in the wilderness of North America, brother, you know what I'm saying? And when he come home, he gotta come home to that peace and to charge his battery to go back out into the wilderness of North America the next day. You gotta have that, you know, the solitude when he come home, that welcoming wife that's going to give him the peace from outside, you know. because we go out there every day. They go out there too, but still, we got to be that for each other. Put it that way. We got to be that for each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Open
not
the door.
one-sided. It's not one-sided. We have to be that for be that. We have to be that heaven for her, that comfort for her also. We have to be that for each other.
Man, they out here like we are here for them only. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yes, sir.
Selfish
Like
ass.
the brother said, the brother said, I wish he all his brothers can have. He said, I wish all my brothers can have a Khadijah. He said, not mine though, because you got a joke.
We would definitely get a lot more shit done.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, brother. Whole lot more done. We would get a whole lot more done, brother. Because sometimes, sometimes you gotta have a sister who's going to push you out there to do that work. Because there's a lot of times, when the Million Man March was when we was preparing for that, a lot of sisters told they man they better go. You know what I'm saying, brother? You need to go. Go get those.
That's a fact.
Go get those instructions.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying, brother? Go get the instructions.
Hey, now I did put that in the title though. Let's talk about that, right? Because once again, Mother Khadijah was married then, right? You know what I'm saying? And she, bro, do you know how much, how big that was for us at that time?
Yeah, brother, I was there.
I mean, I know me and you understand, but just for brothers that had never even heard of the minister up until then. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
Hadn't heard of the minister up until then. They had heard of Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, but they hadn't heard of the minister. This was like his big coming out party, right? On the world stage. But how we felt leading up to it.
Yes.
That day, I can guarantee you it was for us, and maybe weeks after, the murder rate was, we were really trying to put this shit together. But y'all gotta understand, in 94 was the 94 crime bill. They was on us. So think about it, brother Nasir. Where we was at 90 when this happened, when the first Million Man March happened was in 95, right?
Yes, October 16th.
Okay. 95, right?
Yes.
Going into 96, but it was 95. So how we was feeling as brothers, right?
Elated,
We said something that was interesting. Our sisters was like supporting that and like, yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so bad, y'all. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, the climate, what was going on at the time. We was in the middle of crack era.
Absolutely. And then, at the same time, while we were preparing to go down to DC, the verdict came in from the O.J. Simpson trial.
Mm-hmm.
At that same time, while we was preparing to go down there, that verdict came in. You know what I'm saying? And he was found not guilty, and we felt that there was a victory because of what happened. They they railroaded the brother. You know what I'm saying? They railroaded him. Tried to anyway.
He shouldn't even been in trial. He shouldn't even been on trial. They know they were setting him up.
Yeah,
but the riots had just happened though too. Remember?
Yeah, the riots had happened in the 93. The riots just happened in 93, and we, how many organizations came out of that, brother? So many organizations came out of that because he told us to go back to our communities and organize.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
He did not say, he said you could join a nation, but he said organize. That means that he was willing to work with anybody. Go back into your community, organize, and make something happen in your community. And a whole lot of organizations came out of the Million Man March.
Facts. So I'm with the same shit, y'all. I think we should definitely get on this millions. I don't want to. We're just gonna call it the Million Man March again. Let's do that.
You know, then you had the you had the Million Woman March. I was there too, and she was a keynote speaker, Mother Khadijah in Philly.
The Million Families March.
No, the million. They had the Million Women's March,
Oh
in
yeah,
Philly,
yeah.
and then they had the Million Family March. Then they had the Million Youth March with Dr. Khaled. But you know, we have to. I think we should organize. You know, and involve all the family, brother. Involve all the family.
That's right, man.
I could, you know, that's easy work. I could just make phone calls to brothers of the nation and and we can just mobilize, and we can make that happen.
Hey man, we're definitely inviting any brothers or sisters from the nation. I want to get their I want to get them to Florida if they have any stories or anything on the mother Khadijah. Um, it's the minister, as well. Like I said, I look at these two people as one. You know what I
Yes, sir.
mean? I
One
really
one
do.
one day, brother, I have a compilation of training videos, martial arts training, NOI martial arts training video. One day I want to get with you and go over that.
Absolutely.
Because that's important too, training the men, you know what I'm saying, hand to hand combat, because we had to protect the sisters. And we need to train the men.
So check it. Going back to a Patriot Front, where do you think they got that from?
Repeat that, brother.
Shout out to Griff. Where do you think they got the martial arts, wanting to get into the martial arts and all that stuff? We've been on the martial arts, y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We've been on that. Like that's a she. But
Bro,
like I said, that the these people, and I don't like using the word white supremacists, so I say pale degenerates, right? However, I can also, two things can be happen at the same time, right?
yes, sir.
I could agree with a lot of things that a person says and don't have to be on the same side as them. You understand what I'm saying? Because people use our stuff. Like that, everything that these people were saying about patriotism and about being from America is really, really kind of, because they're the ones that saying they're still Europeans that took America, right? This is what they're touting, right? Why claim to be Americans? Why say, oh, this is a white nation and all this other shit? No, I think that, there's no place for hate in America, and that they should be deported. That should be the first prerequisite.
I agree.
Like, you should be deported. You should be denationalized. Now, here's the point about us. We can never be denationalized. See, anybody that could be denationalized mean that somebody gave you that right. I
Exactly.
always love the fact that we know instinctively. Everybody knows this. You ain't got to go to college. You don't have to read no briefings. We just know instinctively that we are the indigenous, Aborigine, autochthonous people of this land. We understand that. And we
Absolutely.
cannot be denationalized. There's nowhere to be denationalized to. See what I'm saying?
Because for one, because nobody didn't naturalize us.
There you go.
We are, we are from the soil. And when someone who is naturalized, that means, somebody gave that to you. Nobody gave that. It's like a natural right, brother. It can't be given to you or taken away from you. That's who we are. It wasn't given to us, and it can't be taken away from us. We are originally, we are original from the soil.
I see Wilmore Reed, quadruple OG in the building. Peace of the God, man. Peace to everybody tapped in, man. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, man, if y'all want to hit the link, man, on there and say y'all peace. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to get back into this video though. You know,
But have you ever have you ever seen the minister work out?
Absolutely.
Pushing that weight up, brother, throwing them hands, brother. We trained.
He was over 3, like he was like 385 or some shit like that.
Yeah, pushing that weight up, brother. And he was over
at 80 something. Like I think the last time he was like 70 something. He was doing that.
Yep. Yes, sir.
You know, come on, bro. You know, huh? I had to examine myself. Like, hey, this man right here is this old. He lifted more than me. Terrible.
Pushing that weight up, brother. That means I'll be like, I gotta get in my bag. This is embarrassing.
This is really embarrassing. After cancer.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
After battling cancer, brother. You know, back in '98, you know, the last Savior's Day, you know, right after Savior's Day, we was just with him in Chicago, and he had gotten sick, and they tried to kill him with the radiation seeds, brother. You know they damn that burnt all his insides out with the seeds, brother. And you know, it's a saying that the minister always say: the devil plan and Allah plans, but Allah is the best of planners.
Best of planners.
You know what I'm saying? The best of planners, and it didn't work. And brother, that was like 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And here he is, brother. They tried to kill him.
Nah. Yeah, man. But
had the hospital surrounded, brother. I tell you what, you had Dr. Alim, all the doctors, because you know you got daughters as nurses. You got warrior daughters, brother. Minister got warrior daughters. Hold a mean post. I know you seen them hold posts before. They hold a mean post too, brother.
Ishmael, I can't think of the brother's name right now.
Mustafa.
Shout out to Mustafa.
Yeah, Supreme Captain.
It's that guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very he's another nurturing brother. Another nurturing, just
powerful brother though.
Fireside chat, the brother who just loved to just give information, sit down and talk to him for hours. He got an abundance of information, brother.
Hey, you know, Minister Stacy Muhammad?
Yes.
St. Louis, big boy?
Yes. He taught at the mosque, Mosque Miriam, not too long ago.
Word. Bro, if you could catch up with that, brother, I definitely need to keep catch up with him.
Brother taught hard too. A few weeks ago, he taught at the mosque, brother, in Chicago.
Man, that's one of the smartest people I know. Just in general. This man is so intelligent, y'all. Shout out to brother Minister Stacy Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to go back to the video, brother?
Absolutely. Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir.
We just reminiscing, man, and talking. We could do this for hours, man. But
no doubt,
definitely, man. Honoring Mama Khadijah Farrakhan.
Brother, the ones in the green was actually in Russia, brother. Those Russian Muslims, the ones that in the green, that was yelling Allahu Akbar. That was in Russia.
In Nigeria, the Shehu or king of Borno, Mustafa Ibn Sanda, hosted a mini Durbar in the minister's honor. Minister Farrakhan is only the 9th person in the 1,000-year history of Islam in that region to be honored with a Durbar. A parade of thousands of chiefs and warriors, many on horseback, each lowering his sword or spear in respect. Here in the Gambia, on the island of Jufre, the birthplace of Kunta Kinte, the delegation learned of a building project commissioned by the late Alex Haley, who found his roots here. Plans for the proposed mosque were scrapped because monies earmarked by Haley for the project never reached their intended destination.
We will build this, the Nation of Islam will build this with the help of our people, and we don't want a long time. You know, we want to, I will give him some money before I leave. I'll tell the president today, and we will work through the government to make sure that this gets done.
Yes, sir.
And it will be a monument to Alex Haley. All of this area will be the area where the mosque and school will be built, and it will be built in the name of Alex Haley and his family to show gratitude to Allah for his life and his work, that his life's work brought the village of Jufre and connected Jufre to us in the United States. And all of Black America has benefited from the life struggle of Alex Haley to find his roots. And as a result of that, all of Black America is indebted to Alex Haley and the village of Jufre for sharing with us the rich legacy of our history. So the Nation of Islam, on behalf of Alex Haley, his family, and on behalf of Black America, will take the lead in building a mosque and a school. And we hope that all of our people will join us in building a heritage center here in Jufre, where our brothers and sisters can come from the United States to the Gambia and get acquainted with their roots from those wise griots who know our history better than anything that has been recorded in libraries thus far.
So,
yes, sir.
Well, so you know, I know this is probably an old video and things of that nature, right? And for once again,
over 30 years old.
So when Dr. Sabi took his formula from How to Eat to Live 1 and 2, right? I'll figure that. I'll figure that. It don't matter. Man, listen. Yeah, of course, 30 years ago we were saying black and certain things, whatever, right? But like even trying to find our roots, like, you know what I mean? We know that it's not in Africa. We know, and I know if there's a transition that's happened. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah, it happened since then because I remember I have footage of the minister saying that our origin is not in Africa. I have footage of him saying,
I mean, shit.
so,
Everybody taught that from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's
yeah,
in every. It's literally. Is it still in in the back of? It was in Muhammad Speaks. It's in the back of the final call. It literally tells
yes,
you we are
exactly.
the original people here in North America. Correct?
That's what it says.
That's what it says, right?
That's what it says in the back of the final call. Yes.
And the final call, the Muhammad Speaks, was out long before all of this African American stuff that we're talking about.
Definitely.
And these changes and stuff, right? So I just want to point that out. You know what I mean? That once again, I could still say, hey, Minister Louis Farrakhan, I agree with this right here, but also we're supposed to take the information and take it to the next level, especially if we're talking revolution, right? Because
Yes, sir.
right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I say this all the time. I'm inspired by watching. Y'all don't know what the minister them tapes did for me. Y'all crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what those tapes did for me before I even knew about it and stuff. I was like, who the hell is this man? And then when I seen him in the because I was an Orthodox Muslim first when I transitioned. So I was that before I was that.
Yes, sir.
You dig what I'm saying? You feel me?
Indeed.
But when I seen him on the Million Man March, I'd already been watching tapes for years. When I seen him on the Million Man March, bro, it was just like, what? Who is that? What the fuck? Like, you understand what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
For me, man, like the minister is you know what I mean? But once again, it's not as if information that we have learned from the minister that we cannot take that and refine it for this time. Because I do remember hearing him say things like that. Like, and I think that's when he was saying that to Khaled. Khaled was still kind of stuck in the old paradigm. You know what I'm talking about? This me and you talking now. Like we having a conversation with everybody else listening, y'all. But I kind of left when Khaled left. And we'll talk about that in a minute too, but I don't want to get off of that. But we had to change our rhetoric with the time.
Exactly.
And so
you gotta move.
There you go. Go ahead.
You have to take the information and move up to modern day time. That's what we were taught. Move it up to modern day time. Right now, what we're doing right now, how we're conversating right now is up to modern day time, brother. Other than that, we'll be on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up. Well, we could talk to each other in real time and stream it and we can have listeners. We couldn't do this, a few decades ago. Couldn't do it. But here we are, being able to chop it up and do some type of social networking and the keyword network online. But brother, minister always taught us to be innovative, brother.
Okay, let's get it.
Yes, sir.
We have been to 36 countries.
Nosotros hemos estado ya en 36 países.
And to be here in Cuba,
babies play good,
and to see these young performers
Y estar aquí en Cuba y ver estos jóvenes músicos
has been one of the crowning points
ha sido uno de los
of our
puntos
journey.
culminantes de nuestra gira.
It brought tears to my eyes
Me sacó lágrimas de los ojos.
because through them I traveled back in time to when I was their age.
Viajé a través del tiempo a cuando tenía su edad.
It was wonderful.
Pero fue maravilloso realmente.
And I cannot help but give thanks
Y no puedo menos
for the revolutionary leader
que agradecerle al líder revolucionario
who has produced
que ha producido
a mighty nation.
una gran imaginación.
In spite of all that you have suffered
A pesar de todo lo que han sufrido
and continue to suffer,
y continúan sufriendo,
your art, your culture,
su arte, su cultura,
your will,
su voluntad
and your strength
y tu fuerza
will be a beacon light
van a ser como un faro,
not only to the rest of the Caribbean,
no solo para el resto del Caribe,
but you are the germ of an entire new world.
pero ustedes son el germen de todo un mundo nuevo.
You must never be discouraged,
Nunca deben perder la fe.
no matter what the West or America says.
No importa lo que diga el Occidente o los Estados Unidos.
This is the best country in the Western Hemisphere,
Este es el mejor país del hemisferio occidental.
and your leader
Y su líder
has done more for human rights
ha hecho más por los derechos humanos
than any leader in this hemisphere.
que ningún otro líder de este hemisferio.
May Allah bless Cuba
Que Alá bendiga a Cuba
and bless these young people
y que bendiga a estos jóvenes
to follow your dreams.
para que sigan, continúen con sus
And I
sueños.
hope I live long enough
Y espero vivir lo suficiente
to see you on the concert stage.
para verlos en hoy.
My beloved family of Bermuda, I'm appealing to you for your marriages, for your family, for your home, for your community, for your own religious persuasion. Be like Jesus. Be like Muhammad. Be like Moses. Be like Abraham. Be like the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Be. Don't talk him, live him.
That's right.
Don't walk him, live him. And when you live like the Lion of the tribe of Judah, then when you roar, the whole world will shiver and shake. If you live like Jesus, you can transform Bermuda and make Bermuda not just an island paradise for people who want to vacation in the sun, but make Bermuda an island paradise for those who live here, work here, suffer here, die here.
Well, this is not a diet that can sustain life.
No meat, you said.
This is Dr. Aleem. You familiar with Dr. Aleem, Brother Chief?
Yes.
Yeah, just one of the ministers, physicians, and in all actuality, my minister, who I was under all the way until like last year, until he transitioned last year, he actually put him on post. He made him a minister. Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad made him a minister. He made Dr. Ava a minister. He made Hafiz a minister. I mean, as a matter of fact, when the ministers started rebuilding the work of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the first study group started at my minister's house in Plainfield, New Jersey. He came to him, and he didn't have no FOI. My minister went and got him FOI and secured him when he was rebuilding the work. The first meeting started in Plainfield.
It's a slow death for the whole nation, not just the little babies, but for the whole population. And of course, similar sanctions are in effect in other countries around the world, and so this is genocide. That's the only word that describes what is taking place here.
But I cannot use my brain for treating these children. We have no facility. And we decided not to leave home.
The second missile entered by the tunnel made by this first missile.
I thank God
for his coming and for giving to me personally a teacher that could help me to become a man. And I must tell you honestly, sisters, I could never have become a man if that same man, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, didn't teach my wife how to help me be a man. Stand up, Sister Farrakhan. Would you just, I want you to come up here a minute. Come right on up. They say behind every great man there's a woman alive. Beside every man and sometime in front of every great man there's a woman. Ain't that right, Sister Muhammad? Now, thank you for standing for her because she really deserves it. Would you be seated? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught her how to help me to become a man. I ain't gonna let her say this, but she would tell you if I wasn't here that I wasn't always the man that I am today. She would tell you I was a mess. She might say that. But she learned how to control her mouth and how to use her mouth wisely. Because a man can't take being cut down by the woman that he loves.
Talk to him.
If you cut him down, what you gonna do with him after you cut him up? You might as well put him in the frying pan and eat him. Don't cut your man up. All black men have the potential to be godly, powerful, great men, but you gotta know how to bring it out of them. Y'all all right? Now, my wife don't suffer no abuse, not that kind. I hit her once. We've been married 40 years. I hit her once. Once.
Uh-oh.
She hit me back. And that was the end of that.
Hold on, right there. Hold on, let's pause this for a second.
Can you imagine, brother? Can you imagine 40 years? This was 32 years ago, brother. Almost 33 years ago. This right here was almost 33 years ago, brother. Right here.
But he's saying some real shit though. Y'all.
Yes, sir.
Like, he's saying some real shit. Damn. It was 40 years at that time though, y'all. 40 years.
Brother, that you can't. That ain't nothing but a blessing right there, brother. Whew.
But he said that he kept it real. He said, I hit her once. He said she hit me back. That was the end of that.
That was the end of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, I believe in being a man's man, but definitely shouldn't be putting your hands on your people that you love. And I don't know, sisters. I don't think it. You probably could punch a man and hurt him. You know what I mean. But I think your words hurt more than your punches.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially when it's somebody, you know. So, and a lot of men don't know how to handle that.
Most men would rather have his face smacked.
Absolutely.
than some of the words that can come from the woman they love. They'd rather them smack the hell out them, brother.
That's a fact. That is
at least I would. I'd rather she smack me, brother. Because they could cut, brother, they could cut deep, brother, with the words, brother. They could cut deep with the words.
So, but I think that's all a part of it, though, man. You know, being with somebody 73 years and knowing them for damn near 80 something is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, y'all
Yes,
gotta
sir.
so yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
so you're gonna have your ups and downs. You're gonna have your agreements. You're gonna have disagreements. That's human nature. I think it's how you handle it. And me and I think we definitely got to be strong but stoic.
Exactly.
I'm working on being stoic, and you know what I mean, and not expressing myself as much. You know what I'm saying? Because that might be a little feminine. Like we don't always need to express ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just your silence might speak more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
I agree.
I'm in the mind frame now that a man should be a man before he gets with a woman. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, people get together when they're young, like they did, and they grew up together, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
And that could work out, right? But then you got two children and two people, going through what they're going through, and like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
I don't know. I think that a young man should be a man before he tries to even start a family and start doing all that. That's just me.
I agree, because it is a responsibility, brother.
Right, and you should go all the way to your maximum potential before, you want to get a wife. Not while you trying to move up, because a lot of times you're gonna get stopped while you're growing. You understand what I'm saying, brother?
Yes, sir.
I do. Brothers that have been there, understand this, because now you're thinking about your family, you're thinking about your wife, because they come before you now.
Exactly. Responsibility, the ability to respond, brother. And you have to, you know what I'm saying? You got to make yourself, you got to be able to respond to whatever occurs. You are the ultimate everything, the provider, you name it.
Yeah, I don't know too many sisters gonna wear Salvation Army clothes, and
Yeah, bro. I mean, but brother, this was back in the 50s and 60s, brother. Can you imagine the day, brother?
I can't. That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine nothing.
No, sir, brother.
These.
And then going and being a hunter and gatherer of food, brother. No, sir. That going through things, a lot of people wouldn't go through the better or worse, brother. They're not gonna do that. The better for worse. The vows they say in the wedding vows. Nah. It's so easy to go down to a courthouse and file for divorce. That's easy. They make it easy for them, and they are readily do it today. Salvation Army clothes? Nah, brother. No sister they doing that. Salvation Army don't got no Balenciaga and all that shit down there, brother.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, I just wanted to. This is interesting. Like, it's bringing back memories now. Like, I've seen this before. You know what I mean? This clip right here. So, so I just want to say that, man, this is definitely a love story for the ages, y'all. And I know when this movie is done, you know what I mean, that Mother Khadijah would definitely have to be a big part of it. Absolutely, have to be a big part of the movie.
he would not have it any other way than minister. There's no way you can mention him without mentioning her. He's not gonna. He wouldn't have that. Not being around anyway, because the minister's 93, brother. So
who playing him?
He being around, there's no way. He being around, there's no way in this world somebody they'll make a movie about him and not have her mentioned, not have her like right by his side. That's just no. Just like doing a movie about Malcolm and not having the sister Betty. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, man. I
Not gonna
think
happen.
you'll have to have a real powerful sister playing her. Only person I can really think of right now is Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah would be good.
I mean, she's older. You know what I mean? She's a great actress. Yeah.
I think let me see. Kimberly Elise would do a good job.
Yeah.
Same features.
Yeah.
Kimberly Elise had the same features. The sister from Set It Off.
Yep.
Her same features, sort of. She'll probably do.
I would like to see Angela Bassett would murder her role.
That goes without saying, brother. Angela.
Yeah, I think man, I mean, I'm just saying, man, like, just learn so much from the minister, man. Like, and it's just
the question is who would play him, brother. The question is who would play him.
I don't know.
Who would play him?
I can't even think, bro. Like, I don't even think this might be the reason why we'll never see it. Because this is the only thing somebody could wear them shoes, bro. Like, that's just real talk, man.
Yeah, those
keeping it as real as possible.
Those
you niggas ain't ready.
Those are
you know
big
what I mean?
shoes, brother. Those some big old shoes there, brother.
Yo, that's a fact. But I mean, but once again, man, I hope you got 90 something more. You know what I mean? 93 more. However, that's not how things work. I do know his works will live on forever.
Definitely. One of his children, brother. One of his children has 25 children.
Now that's a blessing.
That name is going nowhere, brother. When you have great grandchildren, the name's going nowhere.
They definitely was fruitful and multiplied for sure.
That is the science of nation building and family, brother.
Talk about it.
That's what that is, brother.
Hey, he might even talk about this. He was permitted to have more than one wife. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, talk about it.
Yes, sir. I mean, I don't know it. I don't know it in like to that level, but I know that have children outside of the sister.
You say he does?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I had just seen the one who just like, man, she was more than enough. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think that would be. Man, listen, man. I think it's a great story, man. Honestly, I'm glad you called me. You know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean, because I did think about doing something or whatever, and I was stuck, man. Like I know, I was looking at other people put stuff up. Like I even had a thumbnail, y'all. Like it was too big. It wouldn't fit in the thing, so I didn't want to cut it off and just so it was just mess, y'all. So we was going through it, but we here. Shout out to Body Artists in the building. Links in the chat room. I see old dude up in there.
Yeah, actually it was the big brother. The big brother who I talked to him earlier, and he was talking about, he had a conversation with you, Alabama, and he said you was thinking about doing it. I said, well, I'm gonna call the brother. I said that's a perfect. I said I wanted to do a build on it, and I said he's a perfect brother to get with to do that. So I said I won't call the brother later on when I get out of work and throw it at him.
Cool. Yeah, man. Let's definitely, man. Well, let's get back to this, man. And like I said, this is a great story, y'all. For real.
Oh yeah, this is the ultimate love story right here. I mean, you can call it Farrakhan, the love story, brother. Because I mean, when it comes to them two, yes, sir, brother.
That's what's up.
Sister, this is true confession night. But I felt so bad because she and I have known each other since she was 8 years old and I was 11 years old. In a couple of months, we will have been married 41 years. But my children have never seen their father strike their mother, and they have hardly seen an argument between us. Whatever she has to say to me, she says it. But they don't hear it, thank God. But I hear it. That's important. When you beat up your man in front of the children, you cutting him down. He don't feel like he's a man anymore. So now his voice gets loud. Then he grab you in the throat. And before you know it, you're waltzing around the house. And the children are devastated watching you all beat each other up. Sometimes, if it's in the kitchen, you'll stab him. Or if it's in the bedroom, you'll shoot him. So most of the domestic violence is due to man and woman not knowing how to properly relate to each other in a time where there's so much stress on the man, on the woman, and on the children in a racist society. My wife, Sister Betsy Farrakhan Muhammad, and I'd like to change her name at this point because Betsy is a good name, not because the name is any good, but the woman who wears it is good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my wife has been with me through all of my striving. She knew me in the days of my ignorance, and she knows me in the days of my struggle and striving. And when I first decided that I would try to rebuild the work of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I came home to my wife and talked with her. And she was, out of my family, the first to say, go on with it. I'm with you. So as Khadijah was by Muhammad, my wife has been by me. And so I would like her to wear the name from this day forward of the wife of that noble servant of Allah, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Khadijah. Yes, so she will be known today, this day forward, in this community and any other community as Khadijah Farrakhan Muhammad. Yes,
toy, yes, that you could put in the window and look at it, and you could see around the corner. And I didn't know how this little thing did that. So both of us were in the window.
window. This little thing, and I met her.
Wow.
She's 8.
Yes, sir.
I'm 11.
Beautiful.
So even though we've been married 66 years,
Yes, sir.
we've been knowing each other for 74 years.
I've been married to my wife for 65 years this year. Now, I'm going to show you something. I came in under Brother Malcolm. Brother Malcolm, he was hard on women. So when we came in under Brother, joined the FOI, we want to show our women we're tough now. And we thought that she's a soldier like we are, so we start ordering. What a mistake that was. And here's Khadijah. She's pregnant with my second child. And I don't know what. I don't know what caused the fight to start. But I slapped her. Not hard, you know. And before I could get my hand back, something hit me in my face. And guess what? That was 64 years ago. And I have never raised my hand to her again. I'm saying this to the brothers. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, if you have to beat a woman, you shouldn't have a woman. She's not for you to beat.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, brother. See, but that's why you sometimes don't make it too long, and she's in the court with justifiable homicide, you know? So many of you at Cook County Jail that passion drives you out of your mind. Women will challenge your authority if you're just using authority and not wisdom. So when Elijah Muhammad took all of that and said, man, this is a part of you. And look, she's the second self, not of man. Come on now. Wait, I'm about to go somewhere. With his blood, he saved me. Because after I hit her once, I needed salvation. And I've never done that again. And I felt so bad as a man to raise my hand to a woman who's making a baby for me.
Yes, sir, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir, my brother. Long live Mother Khadijah Farrakhan Muhammad. Long live her.
Right. Man. That was dope.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
brother.
We're gonna make this long, but I did want to. Anybody want to come in and if anybody got anything to say? Any experiences you know, what you guys had, if you were in the Nation of Islam. Anything, we just want to talk about relationships. I think there's definitely some jewels that was dropped right there at the end by the minister. I want to talk about it. Like, you know, he said something earlier, right? Like that over mouth, like, you know, people get to, you know, just how you handle it, right? So, do you think the socialization process is way different now than it used to be? Like, Mama Khadijah was, what you said, 93 or 90?
She was 90. She was 90.
90, right? So she comes from a way different time than what's going on right now.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
definitely.
Now, the minister did say that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's program, the Muslim Girls in Training program, right, was what taught her how to take care of him.
Yes.
So can you speak on that, brother?
Yes, I mean, you got the Muslim Girls Training. It's the training that teaches the women, the sisters, how to take care of their husband as far as like you know, the basic necessities of a man as far as like the provisions. And you got the General Civilization, the GCC, the General Civilization class. It teach you like, you know, cook, sewing, rearing the children, and keeping the house, and you know, and just basically the things that I spoke about earlier. You know what I'm saying? When a man coming home, being that heaven, because if you're not that heaven, you the hell. You could be either one, either or. You could be the heaven or the hell. It teach them to maintain the man. Help the man become a man and maintain him once he become a man. That's what the GCC and the MGT class does, and teach them etiquettes, you know, and how to behave abroad. You know what I'm saying? Teach them that too. Proper etiquettes, proper decorum, and how to behave abroad also. That's what those classes teach. And that's an important class because we all need to know how to behave abroad, because the GCC class and the MGT class also, it doesn't only just teach the women, because the women are the first teacher of the children. So it teaches the children also. Because while dad's out doing what he's doing, mom is teaching the children whether they are a boy or a girl. So she has, you know, she has a very important role, brother.
As well as the dietary. Talk about that a little bit too, as well.
Yes, she has to learn how to feed a man, and the proper, you know, learn how to cook the proper meals, nutritious meals, not just cooking things that's going to serve to their detriment and you know, make them unhealthy. Get proper meals, because they get together and they, you know, they trade recipes, and they and get creative in the kitchen, because we was always taught that the kitchen can be your medicine cabinet or can be the nail in your coffin. That's our teaching. We'd rather our kitchen be our medicine cabinet, and she nutritious meals that's gonna, as much as possible, prevent him from being sick. It's a difference between just giving somebody something that's called food and something that's nutrition. It has to be nutritious. And those classes teach that. MGT, GCC.
Shit, man. I think we might be getting ready to slide on up out of here, man. Anything
Yes, sir,
else?
bro. It's on the late side for me too, brother. You know, I usually don't stay up this late, but this is a good build. and I really enjoyed it, brother.
Yeah, me too, man.
I really enjoyed it.
You know what I'm saying? My best memories.
And I will be contacting you about the martial arts training, because that's important too. Because if we're going to be doing what we talked about, Chief, that's a requirement. And it should be a requirement to be among us, brother. Altogether, it should be a requirement to be among us to be able to secure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what kind of man are you if you're unable to secure and protect where you're at, your abode?
All these babies, you know what I'm saying? Women and elderly get that luxury. Fellas. We don't get that luxury.
Exactly.
We don't get that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every man should be, you know, in the rank and file and trained.
So let me ask you a question. With that being said, Carmelo, I don't know if Carmelo Anthony was trained or not, but I'm assuming he's not. Right? I'm assuming he wasn't. Right? Now those other boys were not only bigger, but they were wrestlers, correct?
Yeah, they were trained in jiu-jitsu also, so they were trained.
So they was up there doing jiu-jitsu. They learned the shit that they could break your arm, choke you out, or whatever, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you got training, right, that gives you a level of confidence, correct?
Exactly.
Most people see that confidence in you and know what comes with that confidence.
Yes.
Now, a 17-year-old should be trained. According to me and you, they should be trained at 17, correct?
Yes, sir.
You should be an expert at 17, my boy. To where you wouldn't have to worry about getting a, like, you understand what I'm saying? The
Yes,
weapon
sir.
would be the action of your mind because your body's a weapon.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think a lot of these youngsters would rather pick up a pistol with a switch on it because they ain't even got to pull up their pants to do that. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got to do nothing. They cowards.
Yep. You know, I have 4 brothers. Okay. My father had 5 sons, 2 daughters. I have 4 brothers. We always had boxing gloves in the house. You know what I'm saying? We sparred. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. We sparred and everything. I was second oldest. I had an older brother and 3 little brothers. And we used to thump, but we taught each other. Whatever I learned in the dojo, I came home and taught my brothers until they went. My father dropped me off at the dojo when I was 8 years old. I'm 60 now. I've been in martial arts. I haven't been active since 2006, but before then I was active. But I still, you know, keep myself in shape, and I still, you know, kick somebody's head off. I could still do that.
Yeah.
I can definitely sweep. I could definitely sweep you, and before you hit the ground, hit you with an outside crescent kick on the bridge of your nose. I can definitely still do that if I need to. But you know, I'm too old to be out here, you know, fighting without a cause. Back then, you want to know, you want to see if this shit works. So, first person who anger you, you try it on them. That's how you are in your younger days. But now, and plus our style was always counter anyway. So we was taught, because we had like a sort of a spiritual teacher, and he always taught us to be counter fighters, to never be the aggressor. But our counter was very aggressive, put it that way.
Right.
Counter very aggressive. All of our blocks was breaks. If I'm blocking something, I'm breaking what I'm blocking.
Interesting.
I would, I'm supposed to get back into teaching. I don't know if I'm gonna do it though. A friend of mine has a dojo. He want me to help him, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not because I don't know if I can dedicate the time I want to. I don't want, but I'm gonna have to do it because I have to train some young folks. Somebody got to train them.
Somebody got to train them, but it keeps you sharp too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody has to train them though. Especially, I've been having meeting with some brothers, so it's good that we're talking, and we need to talk, offline, because there's some things I want to and people I want to acquaint you with, because I've been talking to some brothers and some things we're trying to do, and that I would like to involve you in, and we'll talk about that offline, brother, with some young brothers too, because we have to train some soldiers. In order for it has to start with us, and then bring the sisters in. It had to start with us.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I want to acquaint you with, and brothers also.
I'm with it. Yep. And I'm just started back. I haven't started back fight training. Nothing, but I want to.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
It just to learn new shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be like I'm about to train to be doing some UFC fighting. I would like to be able to, if I had to, fight for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. Nigga, I got the win to do it. I ain't gonna get choked out if somebody doesn't put me in an arm bar or something, broke my arm. You know what I mean? If you gotta know what the hell you got going on. But ultimately, you gotta be strong, man. Like, fighting is fighting. All that training shit, but
see, what I'm trying to do, brother, if I am confronted with that, is end it early. Like I said, my blocks or breaks. If somebody throw a punch and you break their arm at the elbow, they'll be reluctant to throw their other arm. So I'm trying to end it early. I'm not trying to be wrestling and tussling. No, because I'm not going to be the aggressor. It depends on what's going on. Because if you do something to somebody I love, then I'll be the aggressor. But when it comes to myself, you can talk all you want. But if you swing at me, I practice my breaks and my blocks more than I do anything, because my blocks are breaks. So if somebody throw a punch at you and you blocking and breaking at the same time, you will make the person reluctant to strike you again or attempt to strike you again. Because if again, I know breaks that can break at the wrist, at the elbow, or the shoulder. And once you do that, it's over with. Nobody's going to try to fight you with one arm. And I'm the type that, bro, go ahead, man. It's not what you want. It's not what you want. And I'll say I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? I'll say I don't want it, because it takes you seconds to get yourself in years of trouble, bro. Seconds, especially what I'm gonna do. Take you seconds to get in trouble, bro. Take you seconds to get yourself in a lot of years of trouble, bro.
That's true. That's true.
You mess around, you hit somebody with something, brother, and you don't know a person's endurance. You know what I'm saying? You hit somebody with something, and then you give them brain damage or worse, and then just that fast. You in a world of trouble. You in litigations. You got to go to court. You got to, possibly do prison time, because, I understand defending yourself, because if I got to defend myself, That's what's going to happen. But I'm talking about being the aggressor. And I was never taught, our teachers teaches us never be the aggressor anyway, but fight with those who fight against you. But they have to learn it though, because if you see the climate that we're living in, we are being aggressed. And it makes no sense for, as you pointed out, a 17-year-old not knowing how to fight. The 17-year-old should know how to fight. Should know how to throw his hands, even if he's a small guy. Because I know some small guys that'll bring it to you.
And would have whooped both of them.
I know some small guys that'll have both of them retreating, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, like my brain, like, man, I wish they would.
I know some small dudes I know some small cats, man, that you will swear the way Joe was running. You will swear. Look, like my man Griff, run up on him if you want.
Yeah.
That's not something you want, bro. It's not something you want. I'll tell you that straight up, bro.
Right.
I know cats that's 5'7", brother, 5'6", 5'7". You better not.
With hands, feet, elbows, knees, all on you. And look, I don't think that people really be understanding that. Like they don't have enough size. It does have to a person who's not trained.
Exactly. That's why there's no way somebody 17-year-old, even if he's not out here fighting and stuff, he should be training, staying ready so he don't have to get ready.
That's right. Yeah, though, I definitely think if Carmelo would have been trained, he wouldn't have been, even if he had a knife in his bag, he would have just been there. But he wouldn't have needed it.
Brother, a punch to the solar plex would have folded any one of those Metcalfs. Put those two lead knuckles right in the middle of that chest and have them gasping for air. That's it.
People that don't know how to fight, they'll fight. They just don't know how to fight.
Don't even know, sometimes you don't even have to headhunt, bro. You get a joker somewhere, man, be like, oh, what's going on? They won't even know that they even had that part of their body, bro.
Right.
But if you don't teach them, if you don't teach them, they're not gonna know. And even if you can't teach them, take them somewhere where they can learn.
Yeah.
I've seen little girls, brother, that's on the wrestling mat throwing boys around. I've seen girls doing that because they low feminine girls, but once they get on that mat, you see them 1, 2, 3 to boys because their father preparing them for this damn world out here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a crazy ass world out here. And how could you send your son out in this world not knowing how to protect yourself? That is very irresponsible.
I ain't letting mine at my sight, but I get what you're saying.
It's irresponsible, but I understand not letting them out your sight, but the event that they are going out of your sight, what you give them, they have to implement.
Right.
What you give them. Because my pops prepared us. Whew, he prepared us. But he was thorough. We had a problem, we laced up, brother. This is what my father did. We had a problem, we laced up. Put those gloves on. We had the Everlast, bro. We had Everlast all our life. That's all we had. We had them Everlast, bro. We had weights in the house and Everlast. And everything I learned, I came home and taught my brothers. Then some of them went into the dojo themselves. My older brother went first. Then me. Then my brother under me. The other ones, the baby, two babies never went in, but they learned from us. But everybody boxed. We all boxed, but some of us just me. I gravitated more towards martial arts than boxing. But my brother under me, nasty.
So I believe, right, that MMA is the ultimate fighting.
MMA is everything, brother. That's everything. MMA is everything because you got the kicking, you got the grappling. You know what I'm saying? You even got the breaks.
Boxing.
And you got the boxing too.
Yeah, because think about it. You can get a boxer, a professional boxer. That's just sweet science. You don't even you're gonna beat the brakes off anybody that don't know how to box. Period. They could be a grappler. They could be a good MMA fighter. Right, as we've seen boxers beat them. But I can guarantee you, if you put Terrence Crawford or Mayweather in the ring with Conor McGregor, he's going to tap them out in 30 seconds.
I'm going to tell you that because they are in their world when they go into that ring, bro. When they go and get into the octagon, it's a totally different world than the boxing ring.
Even if you're in the streets.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get a cat that I mean, a cat that know how to wrestle. They're gonna have to really throw those hands to get them up off them. But once they grab that joker, man, that's it. It's curtains. Show over.
That's what I'm saying. So somebody know Muay Thai or just knowing all the curriculums. I think is imperative at this point.
I think so also because when the time comes, we're not gonna have time for all that. That's why it's always breaks with me. You gotta just break something and that's it. You gotta disable the person. Disable them. We don't have time for throwing the hands, and I used to be into throwing the hands, kicking, and even though I could still do that, the kicking and what I'm saying, and sweeping and ridge handing and backhanding.
Yeah, I'm gonna disable your knee first. If you're a big guy, I'm gonna fuck your knee up.
The best thing for a shorter guy to do is bring the taller guy to him. It's just exactly what you said, brother. Once you go to those knees, he's gonna come down to you. And then you can headhunt. You know what I'm saying? Because a taller guy can keep you at a bay with a jab. That's a 1-2. But once if you fighting him in circles and you hit the dude to the body, he's gonna clinch down. Once he clinch down, or he might fold. Once he's fold, you stand him right back up with uppercut.
Man, I put the link in the chat, bro. What are you talking about? What is this guy talking about right here?
I think that link is all the way up somewhere, brother. Did you pin it?
I don't even know how to pin shit.
Tell you those knees, brother. You can't stand without knees. Joe will kick you in your knees, brother, and catch you kick you in your knees and bring you down to him. Once you bring that person down to you, then you can headhunt and do whatever you want then.
And not only that, you disabling something they got to stand on. They ain't got no power no more. So you gotta know what you're doing. Fighting is it's definitely cerebral too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to. No knee, you are done on Straight Smoke. Yeah. No knee, you are done. And then I don't know if people have you ever hit your elbow against something by mistake?
Yeah.
You see how that hurt, right, brother? Just imagine that something like that happened on purpose. Just a little small something on your elbow. It hurts real bad for a minute too. There's a lot of places you can hit a joker, man. And I mean, you know, shoulder blade that's going to disable them. That's going to temporarily, you know, paralyze them. Between the chest and the shoulder, going to temporarily paralyze them. Solar plex is going to take his breath. Ridge hand to the temple. People don't understand the effectiveness of a ridge hand. Right across the temple with a ridge hand. That's my favorite weapon. Ridge hand. Or monkey punch, and then a ridge hand. And those are close quarters strikes too. Close quarters when somebody up on you. You know, back a joker off. Ridge hand, backhand, monkey punch. That's a dope ass. That straight smoke, that's dope.
What's going on with it, players? What's going on with it?
Salute, my brother. How you doing? I like that Samuel Jackson.
Oh man, I'm living, learning, loving, growing. Not in that order, but you know what? In that order.
Yes, sir. I mean, all three of them are positive, so long as you're doing it, no matter what order, brother. All three are positive.
I mean, if you want to look at it from my perspective, you know, I got seven of them. So it's got to be nothing but positivity. But I commend you on what you're saying, Brother Nasir. If you put your kids out here and you ain't teaching them how to protect themselves, you all the way, you foul. You foul.
Irresponsible.
Yeah, you more than irresponsible. You foul.
Yeah, that's true. Because you're sending them out in a wicked ass world, naked. That's the truth. And
I ain't even talking about, you know, because I teach mine everything, I teach mine everything. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm gonna tell you the absolute truth. I put it in the chat. Bro, fight over once I break your leg. I'm telling you, fight over. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. Because that's the first thing I'm coming for is your knee, bro.
Not with a broken knee, brother. You hit your knee by mistake, it hurt. Mm-hmm. Somebody do something to your knee on purpose, it's gonna
hurt that pinky toe.
It's gonna hurt even worse, bro.
Jab your toe on something. Jab your toe on something. Hit it on the bed frame or something. Oh yeah, you gonna regret it.
hell yeah. When you stub your toe, brother, that shit hurt.
That shit hurt. I done broke my whole left arm. You heard me, Brother Nasir?
Yes, sir.
I broke my whole left arm from shoulder all the way down. I displaced my forearm out of skin. My hand was to my elbow.
That sounds painful, brother. That sounds very painful.
Nigga, all I did was passed out. All you can do is pass out.
What happened? You was in an accident?
I'm sorry?
You were in an accident?
No. I wasn't in an accident. This was services rendered, if you will.
Nigga, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. If you think about what I'm saying, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it like that, Holiday. Come on. Services rendered.
Well, my mind is like.
Come on, cuz.
All right, so hold on. I don't want to think about that yet. I want to get back to. You broke your hand and went to the what? The hand was where?
My hand was where my elbow is. My whole forearm was out of skin.
That shit sound painful as hell, bro. Yeah, passing out. I think.
My
Yeah,
shoulder was separated. My shoulder was separated. My collarbone was broke.
Well, on that note, brother, it's late for me, brother. I gotta skate, brother. Again, it was good, chopping it up with you, brother. And we gotta do it again. And I'm gonna get with you on that training.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
That's what I tried to tap in about right there.
Yes, sir. And my brother, until next time, brother, I'll leave you as I came before you, brother, in the greeting words of peace, brother.
Peace, brother.
And
as always.
Yes, sir. Peace, brothers. Peace to everybody in the chat.
Nunya.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind, man?
I tried. I tried. I'm really trying. What you trying
to do?
Honestly, I'm trying not to. How do I put this? It's so much coercion. Yeah, it's so much coercion of the bullshit, man. It's pathetic.
All right. Well, listen. Yes, because I know you have. I know you have strong wrong feelings as it pertains to the minister, for instance, right? But this ain't time for that. We are celebrating. Not.
Yes, sir.
We're not celebrating. We're celebrating the life and the good things, not the negative things. See what I'm saying? In this time, you gotta give at least a week of war, brother. Come on now.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say nothing. But when I do, just know it's not gonna be pleasant.
Bro, ain't nobody gonna listen. Ain't nobody gonna listen to that shit you talking about. Why you saying that? You been saying ain't nobody listen to it. How about that?
I'm just saying, brother. Okay, you feel like that? That guy. We can agree to disagree all day, right? Because I can be that guy. You want to celebrate, huh? I was trying to be pleasant. I'll be that guy. But you know what? I respect your show. And I'm just not going to do anything like that, brother. Just not going to do anything like that. You know? I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's cool. Respect the show. I respect you more than anything. So just not going to do it. But I do have my reservations, as anybody would. Any other person, everybody got their opinion about something, correct? So I wouldn't be all the way wrong. Just saying, man. Just saying. I guess you dipped on me. That's cool. That's fine. Would I be wrong? Turn it into the enrichment show? Straight smoke enrichment show? Huh? The empowerment movement of able-embodied people? I ain't gonna do it. Ah, damn, son, what you got going on? Yeah, them people want you bad, don't they? That shit sounds horrible. Horrible. That shit sounds horrible. AT Dub, I'm not saying I am gonna do it. I'm just saying. Holiday, can't nobody make out what you trying to say. If you saying anything, brother, it sounds like, goddamn it, you outer space, and you know what? You're sending signals back to Earth. Real nigga shit.
How about now?
Welcome back. It's good to have you. How you doing, sir? Did you enjoy your trip?
Yeah. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna shut this down, man. If we decide to come back and do something later, man, we'll do something. We're gonna shut this down. We're gonna do something on and add some unnecessary.
I know it. I know it. I ain't gonna say nothing unnecessary. It's all good. It's all good, brother. I'm not gonna do nothing, but I get it. Have a great evening. It was nice for me to just come up to say that. It's all good, cuz. We'll wrap.
Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down, man. Like I said, I might do another one. I might catch y'all on the other side. Alright, so yeah, man, let's shut this thing down. Hey, peace and love to everybody, man. And once again, I want to say peace in paradise, rest in paradise to the great mother Khadijah Farrakhan Muhammad. I say peace to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, peace to the family, peace to the Nation of Islam, peace to our nation, peace to America, peace to all American Aborigines. Y'all know it is, gentlemen. Shout out, man, and we up out of this piece.